Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back to another video for you guys today.
Why your mic sound like that?
Don't tell me my mic's fucking up again,
No,
is it?
you're better now.
Okay, good. Big up everyone as always. Smash the like and subscribe button. It's coming home. All of that. England are through to their first final since 1966. Sadly, we also have to deal with an injury to the Danish Maldini as well, but he put his hamstring on the line for this great nation, did everything that he could do and dropped a 10 out of 10. So you know what? At least my guy didn't drop a disaster class because I know I'd be getting corned on here regardless. But big up everyone. I know everyone's probably still half hungover as well, just based off last night. I can't lie, it's been a very groggy morning for me as well. Let me know how big last night was for you guys down in the comment section as well, and smash the like and subscribe while you're on your way in here as well. Big up Kevin Fraser as always. Champions of Europe. We know. Love it, man. Come on, big up yourself every day with the reminders, and every day is always a good day to be reminded that we are champions of Europe. So big up yourself as well, Kevin. Big up yourself. Fata, where were you watching the game, bro?
I was in the pub, man. I was in the pub myself, just local pub. Watching the game is a bit stressful, and it's unfortunate for the Andreas Christensen that he limped off the pitch. I thought he played exceptionally well for the Denmark team, and it's going to be raising some question. How long is he going to be out for? And don't forget, I think he's going to be giving a week off after the Euros competition. So we don't know how bad the injury looks like, but it's highly going to be a long time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a week. I think he's got about 3 weeks vacation straight off the Euros anyway. And it looked like he just overstretched himself. It didn't look like it was anything too big. So I'm not even that worried. I think he'll be back for the start of the season. Or to be honest, he might be missing the start of the season anyway because he's made it through to the semis. I remember when we had the World Cup, Eden Hazard made it through to the semis and he wasn't back till he came off the bench for the game against Huddersfield, the first game of the season, and then we brought him back off the bench again for the second match against Arsenal. So he probably isn't going to start the season anyway, but let's just hope the injury isn't too serious. Big up Wayne as well with the donation. We'll see you on the stream in a few minutes, and I'll be on soon. But just to let you know, we're the champions of the Euros. We know what we are. Bro, it's still too early, man. It's still too early, but at this point, I understand if you're chanting it's coming home. I've always said I would never understand chanting that before a final. Now you're at a final, even if it is a little bit too early, I can get it. It makes a bit more sense. But doing it in the group stage, I thought was a bit of a madness. But big up yourself, Wayne, for the donation anyway. Josh, you've had a good night as well. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. What are you saying, bro?
That's right. Yeah, celebrating another title here in Tampa Bay. I know there's not a big hockey fan, but it's big time to win it down here in Tampa, especially against a Canadian team. So, doing great. Watched the game yesterday. It was as a neutral observer, it was an interesting game to watch. I do think England were the better team throughout the game, but it's tough to watch. A Sterling dive to get the goal, so a little disappointed in that.
Yeah, but, I did want to ask you guys about that. Did you lot think that was a penalty for the second? Because for me, it was like
not even close. I don't think it was even close.
Against Chelsea, and the opposition gets given a penalty, I'm gonna be fuming for that.
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty.
I was talking backstage, and if that's Sterling in a Man City shirt against us in the Champions League final, and he gets that penalty, we're rioting at this point. So if you're mad if it would go against your club team, but you say because it's a team I like, it's okay. I find there's something wrong with that. I mean, if you're the better team, put the ball in the back of the net. Hell, you had 20 shots, 9 on target. And the only way you score a second, you score by an own goal and a penalty that got rebounded into the path of the penalty taker. There's something wrong there. There's something really wrong there when you dominate the ball that much that you're not putting more balls in the back of the net. To me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So If you want
I
to say
thought both teams were really good throughout the 90 minutes, though, which is why
yeah,
I think both defenses were solid.
you still had 20 shots at goal, 9 on target. That's almost half.
On goal.
Yeah,
Does that include blocks?
I don't know how they score it
Yeah,
anymore.
I think the shots total will include blocks, but I think on goal, the 9 on goal is stuff that Pickford or Schmeichel would have had to have got a hand on or something.
So
to be fair, I thought the Kane shout was closer than the Sterling shout. I still don't think that was a pen, but there was much more of an argument there because at least the legs were tangled. Sterling.
I remember which one you're on about now.
I don't think it was a penalty, but I also don't think if you know how Sterling is though. Like as soon as he gets that little touch, he's going down. Which I'm not gonna lie, if I was a winger and I felt contact on me, I would go down. But it's not. I don't think it was as clear as they died, but it was not a penalty. It was not a penalty at all. But I don't like how people are coming at Sterling acting like that's not their best player for the Euros this tournament.
Yeah, both things can be correct. It's not one or the other. But if I'm Mancini, I am sending video of every time Sterling went down in that match for the slightest touch to the refs and putting it in. I would go in my press conference. I would say, man, I just hope the referee watches all the diving. I would bring it up just to get it in their head that there's a few players on England and for that matter, probably Italy as well, that if you breathe on them wrong, they're going to go down. Okay. But that's what, Balotti does. But Sterling, you breathe on him wrong, he's going to go down. So you start sending those videos in and reinforcing it in your press conference. And the next time he goes to go down, the referee goes, well, maybe he went down too early. Or maybe he just went down to go down.
That'd be a bad idea, though.
Yeah, to me, it's like the matter in which you go down. Like, there's guys who have made an art of it and are able to get contact and go down. But when you go flying like that, when you just go leaping off your 2 feet and flailing forward, like, that's a bad look. I mean, there are guys who know how to take contact and go down and make it look like an actual pen, but that's not what Sterling did. But again, it is what it is. Like, I don't know why we have VAR.
He did get contact.
He didn't
I'm
get
really
contact
surprised
in a matter.
But I ain't gonna say too much about it anyway.
VAR's never overturn
a mistake. If it's
Big up Ben as well, saying AC and Kane's dribble pond can't be asked. It's coming home. By the way, Kane had to drop deep like 30 yards just to escape Christensen, but it is what it is. Big up Go AM as well, saying Sunday will finally end the debate, pasta or rice. Bro, I love you, man, but please don't mix Chicken's greatest friends with Declan, because we don't want to disgrace the real Rice from the fake Rice. Pick up yourself anyway, my G, for the donation. Much appreciated. But yeah, based on the pen, like, I'm really surprised VAR didn't call it anyway, but this is the same problem we've been saying with VAR the whole time. I'm just more surprised that we've seen a howler in the Euros, because usually the refereeing has been really solid this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the referee on field should always be the one reviewing those kind of penalties.
Thank
There
you,
should be no I understand having like trying to make the game not stop for as long as possible and maybe offsides and things like that. You can do that with, but a penalty on the field, the referee who made that call should be the one taking a look at that, because they're always going to have each other's back, and especially with that rule about it has to be a clear and obvious mistake. Well, then let the guy who made the call review it and see if he made a mistake, because it's just I don't want to say England wouldn't have won regardless. They probably would have, but it takes away from Denmark the fact that they could have gotten to a penalty shootout there, because they did play some solid defense for the most part of the game.
Josh, if that went to penalties, I feel like Schmeichel would have.
It's anybody's game in pens. We've seen that. But we've seen that. I mean, it doesn't matter who the better team was when it goes to pens. That's anybody's game.
That's what I'm saying. So Denmark, I feel like, had a 50-50 if that pen didn't go in. I mean, if that call didn't go through.
If it went to penalties. Big up Doc
Yeah.
Williams saying the Sterling slander is outrageous. Players do that all the time. VAR is supposed to help with that. Mad at Sterling and not the refs. Shameless. To be honest, a lot of people haven't been speaking about the referees on that one. So I really understand what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
mad at Sterling. He's
I'm not
trying
even
to go
getting at
down.
Sterling because the game is the game and it's a semi-final. Players
you know,
dive.
If you're a diver, you're a diver. That's fine.
Yeah.
If that's who you want to be, it's not slander. It's a fact. The man goes down at the slightest touch. I'll give you another one. Jack Grealish. I would not have Jack Grealish anywhere near my team because you touch him, he also goes down. And look what he did to Aspilicueta. He got tossed out of the game because he was holding his face. Wasn't even hit in his face.
I don't know though, because when he's on your team, and he wins you all those free kicks,
No,
I'm
no.
kind of
We
not
had
mad
Eden
at that.
Hazard
You
for the
feel me?
same thing though. Eden
Yeah, but
Hazard
Eden-
draws fouls. Timo Werner draws fouls as well. Big
Yeah,
up
but
Kevin Frazier as well, saying
yeah.
this is a contact sport. Contact does not equal foul. And
Yeah.
Bratworth as well, saying lasers were pointed at Schmeichel for the penalty, which I understand you don't want to see in the game. But if you watch African football, you just take a look at the amount of lasers that these men face, and they don't really say anything about it either.
But he saved the penalty. So
He did save
Yeah, he even saved the penalty too. So I mean, he did his job
He
anyway.
was just unlucky where it fell. That's all. He was unlucky where it fell.
Yeah.
Schmeichel had a really good game. He's going to be fuming with
He had a
everything
good
that
game,
happened.
He made a save like he did for like the Mount shot. I forgot what.
It feels
what
like we're
was the
watching
header.
FA Cup final again in that.
Schmeichel
No.
definitely brought his form in for that. He played brilliantly.
Yeah,
Who's
he's good.
something?
Yeah, I thought England.
Oh,
were
yes.
I thought England were the
Big
better
up,
team.
Wayne. What are you saying, my G?
I thought it was Jeremy. Never mind.
No, what do you mean, man? Jem's hiding. Ooh, you're hiding from me. Where are you, bruv? You've been streaming for the last 13 minutes.
I think he had a joy overload that Christensen went out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like sort of his brain couldn't handle it. Do you know what I mean? So he sort of passed out. You know.
On my life, one day we'll find out what Christensen did to this poor guy. But
Yeah.
until
Lewis.
then.
Lewis,
Yeah, what are you saying?
right. There's a little thing that you said to me yesterday. Before I went,
Well, I don't even recall it, so go for it, bro.
Was it goodbye?
that, who was it? Who was winning the game last night?
I probably said Denmark, didn't I?
Yeah, you would have said Denmark. So comment.
Yeah,
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
They didn't
Hear
win.
what?
That you was wrong, boy, and I was right.
So, yeah, cool. You can have that one. It is what it is. Cash
Fair
attack.
to Lewis,
It's fine.
fair to Lewis, you had a 50% chance of being right.
Yeah,
50%.
Yeah.
Then fucking.
Well
oh,
played,
God,
Andrew.
what
Well played.
happened?
So
But don't worry, we're in the final now. I brought out the old England shirt and everything. So here we are. It don't even fit me because this is like a fucking 9 to 10 age or some shit. But yeah, it's coming home, all of that. Let's
Did you have a
go.
Denmark shirt
Is it stained?
just in case?
What?
Did you have a Denmark shirt just in case, or a Christensen shirt just in case?
Nah, because that Denmark shirt looks hella Arsenal like.
It
I
does,
can't.
it does.
Yeah, I can't,
It
man.
does, doesn't it? Yeah.
so
Is it stained? By the way.
Well, you had to wear
Like
that.
15 years old, it probably is stained.
Well, you had to wear that.
No, this ain't fitting me. Are you mad?
Stained
This is
on
barely-
the
I think-
Above here.
if we get a big enough super chat, I think we should have Lewis put it on live on air.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I'm
Fine,
going to say how
Fine,
much.
100 quid and I'll run it.
No,
Fuck
There's
it.
someone
No,
on this panel
no.
I know has done £100.
Yeah.
Chat before.
Don't-
No,
don't
I'm not. No. I
I
ain't
don't know
forcing
who it
anyone
is.
to put that.
But
I'm definitely not forcing anyone
I
to
know,
put it
no,
on
no,
because
just
I
saying.
don't want to wear this. But so
Bonnie
Come on,
don't
you want
stay
to
asleep. He might throw 200 quid at it.
Look, come on, guys.
No,
Hear
not
me
yet.
out. I want to see him wear it. You know what he popped me through for the last few days. Come on.
put
Please,
you
someone
through. What
put
have I
that
done?
I've had to
What
listen
have I
to your
done?
Christian propaganda against England far too long, boy. Far too long.
Propaganda against England, man. I'm a
Christensen
patriotic English man.
Christensen
I love
is
this
dude.
country. England, England. La, la.
Hey, I also got some stick on this program.
No one tell
yesterday.
anyone to do it because we don't run with that
No,
on the
no,
channel
don't do
here
it.
anyway.
I
No
also
one
got
tell
stick
anyone
on this
to do it.
program yesterday for saying if England win it, Kane will win the Ballon d'Or. And if you go on some odd sites, he is now in the top 5
Top 5 what?
to win the Ballon d'Or.
No way Kane is going to pull a Ballon d'Or performance.
What?
No way.
He shouldn't even got man of the match last night.
Yeah, I say he hasn't even
Because we
got
spoke
the
about this yesterday. It's about fucking squad achievements, and he ain't achieved shit with fucking what's his name? Tottenham. So there's no chance of it.
Well, Sterling's been better in him this
I'm
tournament.
saying he's now in the top 5.
Oh, I'm saying
I thought
England,
Salah
there's
was
only
the
one
best
guy
player
that
yesterday.
should be winning it. It's the Minerals himself.
He's not even close. He's really not even close in the odds right now.
Money!
Mason, where is he in the odds?
I think he's working.
Down the list somewhere. It depends on which site. You know how many odd sites there are?
Quite a lot.
I don't bet. I wouldn't have a clue. I won't even lie to you, man.
I don't bet either, but I think Terry brought it up, and Kane was in like number 2 right now.
This is such a weird Ballon d'Or because it feels like everyone's just assuming whoever wins the Euros, somebody from that team will win the Ballon d'Or. It's like it's kind of
if Messi wins Copa America, they've got a perfect excuse to give it. To him, haven't they?
If he wins Copa America, it's Messi's trophy. It's done.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately,
just might as well engrave his name on it right now.
Just based off the Copa America, man, I can't be bothered.
If he wins that Traders Cup in Copa America, then yeah.
it's based off his name. That's more what it's based off.
Literally is, because he hasn't really had the season worthy of it anyway.
No, he's not. No.
You have to give it to Kante.
No,
He ain't won the Euros either.
You can't give it to Kante.
Even if they didn't win,
Italy win though, it is Jorginho for Ballon d'Or prop running.
All right, which one is bigger, World Cup or the Euros? Which one's bigger, World Cup or the Euros?
World Cup.
But it's in a calendar year. It's not about achievements overall. It's supposed to be a calendar year for 21. So again, Conte could still have a shout because we have Super Cup.
World Cup.
In 20, is that still in 21 or does that come in 22?
That'll be December. 21.
That'll be late 21.
Yeah.
Very
So
late 21.
if we do win the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, along with the Champions League in 21, I think you could still give a shot for Conte. But if Jorginho also wins the Euro,
Depends if he plays.
It depends on when the votes are in by as well. Because the only time I've seen them extend voting was, I think, 2013 when Ronaldo had that performance against Sweden and took them into the World Cup.
I don't know why. I don't know why we even want one of our players to win the Ballon d'Or. It's such a corrupt political.
It's just because we haven't had a player win it yet.
I know, but it's like once they gave it to Modric in 2018, that was it. It was dead. It was dead.
We would have been so close to Eden Hazard winning it if De Bruyne didn't drop that disaster class against France. But it is what it is. Because he would have won player of the tournament as well. He was a shoo-in for it. He was carrying Belgium through that tournament.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of breaking Chelsea news about the player we've all been wanting to get signed.
What was that?
What about Thiago Silva? If he wins Copa America, what happened?
No, he's not going to win Ballon
He
d'Or.
He wins a trophy.
Like, he's barely played in 2021.
His injuries stopped him from that. And they don't really give defenders anyway like that.
And didn't start a game till April.
Mm.
So I couldn't see him in there either. Even though, to be honest, if he had more game time, Thiago Silva would be a great shout. But again, they'd have to win Copa America on top as well. We'll go through into some of the outgoings now. And just when I was about to do it, look who's turned up. Yes, bro, what are you saying? It's about time you showed your face.
Looking back on when we first met, I cannot escape and I cannot forget. Southgate, you're the one who put them mark in a spliff. Rusty's going home again. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
He is home. It's England, bruv.
Woo! Woo! Look at my picture, bro. You like the picture? Got your nice
I love how people have multiple
It's a
countries.
bastardized version of my penitentiary, but it is what it
next
is.
to your lover. Just hush your mouth and sit in that prison, yeah? You just
What
stay quiet.
do you mean
today,
sit in that prison?
Take
You
your
go
big
sit
fat
in
L.
Fatter's Resort
take
in
your big
Cancun,
fat-
Mexico, you
Go
lad.
You're in that as well. He's putting you in.
Yeah, but he's giving me a better room than you have, so it's cool.
Well, trust me, you're gonna need. He has to give you a double a minute for you and Krusty. So I'm on my ones.
I need to give you a double room for you in your fucking mouth, bruv.
Where did you go anyway? Did you go hiding or saying?
No, I was in Wembley, G.
Was you?
I was celebrating.
Was you in your under your covers hiding after you saw Christensen rip his fucking hamstrings? Which
tearing his hamstring out for his great nation. What happened to no player agendas? But I'm gonna mock one of my own players getting injured. State of you, bro.
Nah, never. I'm not gonna do that. To be fair, he played.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, man. You just did that, bro.
I thought he had quite a decent game. I thought Denmark actually had quite a decent game overall. To be fair, but he still got put in a spliff. A big fat L like you. Take your fat L and run with it. That's what I'm going to say.
Cash attacks, it is what it is. The only L that we've had is that we've lost our Ballon d'Or. It is what it is.
One down, one to go, innit?
Take your fat
L and run with it. What do you mean 1 down, 1 to go?
1 down, 1 to go, innit? That's what I'm going to say.
He's gone through your fucking national team. And
1 down, 1 to go.
Bro.
1 down, 1 to go. There he is. Next one to be added.
I might need to put you behind these bars as well, in between Verratti and Busquets.
Next to Lewis as well. Next to Lewis and Krusty. Let's hope we bring it home, people. Are you telling me, Lewis, you don't want England to beat Italy?
I don't.
Nah, I'm on for it for the final. Whatever happens. England win, there's going to be a mad night on Sunday. Italy win, I've got Jorginho for Ballon d'Or prop. I'm not losing.
Yeah, I don't lose either because I don't have a country in it, but I get to banter the hell out of people if they lose.
Exactly. If England lose, I've got Jorginho for Ballon d'Or prop, and it's going to be absolute carnage on the timeline. If England win, I've got a big party, and it's going to be carnage on the timeline. So, where do I lose?
You've lost anyway. You're in prison. Just stay there and shut up. Yeah, you've lost already.
What prison, man? This is the poorest prison I've ever seen. Look at this. Look at this shit, man.
Look how beautiful he looks. Look, he's sitting there with Krusty, holding his hand, while Sterling and Kane and the England flag.
I'm not even cut out properly, man.
There you go, Sam. There you go.
Is that Robbie behind you?
Let's go.
Yeah, that is Robbie behind me.
So you put Robbie in jail too?
Is Robbie behind you?
Yeah, that's Robbie. Why are you putting Robbie in jail for, man?
You're not even editing yourself properly. Come on.
Look at this.
Well, Arsenal's always in jail, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually. You can go there as well. I can join him.
1 second.
Lewis, are we just going to skip over the breaking Chelsea news that we've all been waiting to hear about the play?
Yeah, we were just about to get into that. What were you saying anyway, man?
So the player that we've all been waiting for all summer has followed Chelsea on Instagram. Lauren James, folks, is coming home. She's coming home. She's officially unfollowed Manchester United and followed Chelsea on Instagram.
Yes.
The one ball we've all been waiting to drop this summer.
Wait, who has?
James, once the Lauren James deal has been done, Haaland can come to Chelsea. We'll have freed up enough money signing Lauren James. Let's go get it done.
Know, Josh, the start of any transfer always starts with them following us on Instagram.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the initial. That's the little pebble to start the rock for, as we know.
Just a little nugget.
It's just plain sailing from there, isn't it? Really?
She'll be holding the Chelsea kid in a matter of days, and then we can go get Erling Haaland, guys.
Does that mean that Tapsoba's coming signing?
It might be Erling Haaland because we'll go into the transfer news as well. There's been a lot of reports about players that are leaving the club. What's his name? Carefree Youth has made a lot of reports about players coming out of the club and players coming in as well. So we're just going to go through the latest report that's come out today. The first one was obviously everyone's talking about the Tammy Abraham news, and that's the main aspect of the title as well. So we're going to start with that. And he said that Tammy Abraham has a good bit of interest from a lot of clubs. There are teams like Manchester United, Leicester, Aston Villa, West Ham, and Arsenal who have all inquired about him to Chelsea. And as we all know, the club is looking to sell players before they buy. If the club is looking to buy a centre-forward, it's very likely that both Olivier Giroud and Tammy Abraham need to be off the books for it before it can happen. And Olivier Giroud, as we all know, has agreed personal terms with AC Milan. It's a contract until 2023, but the hold-up is the money. They're hoping Giroud can get himself out of the contract and be let go on a free, which is like, I don't know how that's happening when He's literally just extended a few weeks ago. But the club wants but Chelsea want AC Milan to pay regardless. Big up GoEM saying giving Tappy to Arsenal. It's like giving a blind person a painting for his birthday. Fucking hell.
That's wild.
A blind person a
legend.
painting. I
Damn, that
can't
is
be bothered.
audacious. You can't be doing
That's
that.
legendary.
Vicious, go ahead. You're vicious. I love it.
People saying that they don't believe that their club's interested in Tammy. If it weren't Carefree Youth that reported it, I wouldn't have even run with the story. But it's Carefree Youth reporting with it, so I'm
What
going
did
with
I
it.
say?
Anyway. United,
What did I
Leicester,
say, Tim?
Arsenal, Villa, and West Ham have all inquired about him. And the only question I'll say is, I know we need to sell him now, but are we going to sell him for 40 million now, or is it going to be more of a panic buy that I see other clubs making towards the end of the transfer window? Because if that's happening, then it's not even really the move that we want. We want the money now so we can raise funds for either Haaland or other transfers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what did I tell you, Lewis, about Man United? And you said, no way in hell.
Nah, I don't
I
believe
told
that.
you.
I don't believe that. They don't.
I'm
I do.
surprised by half of the names on this list anyway.
Yeah, that's rubbish.
No,
Again, if he
Man
goes to
United's
another-
board love an English player. They love an English player. So if they got the right flag right behind their name, they'll go for him. And they need a backup striker, or at least somebody who can come in and spell Cavani. So
Yeah, depth would make sense for them. Like if we're talking about out and out strikers, they've got Edison Cavani, Rashford can play in that role, Martial can play in that role. But if they brought in Tammy Abraham, they'd have two out and out strikers in their squad anyway. West Ham, we already know have had interest, and they'd probably be looking to try and get Tammy Abraham involved in a potential Declan Rice deal if we continue to pursue it. Aston Villa, we already know are interested. Arsenal, there were links about a week or two anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were interested. Leicester City is the biggest shock for me out of all of them because they've just signed Patson Daka as well. They've got Daka, they've got Iheanacho, they've got Vardy. Would they really need a fourth striker as well? That one doesn't really make as much sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense.
they play with two.
They don't. They play with one.
They can play with two.
They can play with two,
have-
but that would
they have
mean
played with
that would
two,
mean
yeah.
Maddison dropping out. Which
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they seem to not really want Madison around what he did last season.
Well,
If you got the Leicester fans, they want him out of the club.
well,
You're gonna
they
take
put
Leicester
Leicester
fans
City
Proper
out.
out in the club.
They said Chilwell couldn't defend. I'm not taking their advice on anything.
Well, I'm just saying
No.
it's looking like he might end up at Arsenal.
But the thing is, as well, is they, in terms of strikers, they were looking at Odsonne Edouard as well, and he's better than Tammy. So
That's gone cold though, isn't it? Last couple
Yeah,
of
that's a done.
True,
That's not.
but I still think that would be a better deal for them than going and getting Tammy, because Odsonne Edouard has played at the highest level more often. Like, I'm not talking about Celtic. I'm talking about like in the Scottish League. I mean, I'm going to play Champions League, and Europa League, I think. And yeah, and plus as well, I feel like Tammy's not going to go there just to then sit on the bench again, and he's not going to handle Vardy, Iheanacho, and Daka. At least Edouard would probably be more content sitting on the bench there because he's already sitting on the bench at Celtic.
Yeah,
And again, if
Leicester
Chelsea-
makes no sense to me, but every other club I could realistically see him at. Manchester United, the only thing I'd say as well with that is game time. So maybe not really as sure about Manchester United either, but Arsenal, Villa, and West Ham, I could see him going
They have Greenwood.
I was
They
saying
have Greenwood
United
that
make no
they-
sense because Greenwood can play there.
Yeah.
Martial can play there and is better. Rashford can play there, but he's better off the left. But Greenwood and Martial definitely play there and play there better than Tammy.
Yeah.
So
Charlie, I see what you're saying about Tammy being an Arsenal fan as well, so it would make sense, but he also hasn't really focused on that too much anyway, so it's cool. Plus, any reason to drop that photo off, because what a day. But you're right, some of them don't make sense, but do you feel like it might be the club trying to start a bidding war? Because we've seen clubs do it in the past. We've seen Chelsea try and stir it up too in the past as well.
I don't see any club that's being linked really making sense of the ones you mentioned, because Aston Villa already have Watkins and they only play with one striker. Arsenal have two
on the wing.
Yeah, but then that means dropping one of Traore, who had a really good end to the season, or El Ghazi, had a decent season last year, Trezeguet is good for them. It just means or Grealish because he can play out wide if they get a number 10 in, or if Sanson or something plays in the 10. But then Arsenal, there's 2 strikers ahead of him. Like, none of these clubs make sense.
Yeah, but Aubameyang, they don't play up front most of the time anyway. They play on the wings.
Yeah, but Lacazette they play then, and Lacazette suits their system because he can hold the ball up and they have runners in behind. Tammy can't do that. That's what I'm saying. None of these make sense apart from the only one I've seen mentioned because they don't have a quality striker is Brighton, and I can't see him wanting to drop that low. Like,
he ain't going Brighton. I don't think they'd afford.
West Ham don't need him. They've got Antonio. This is my point. Wherever he goes, he's just going to sit on the bench.
I'm not even going to try and underrate Antonio like that, but I do think if he went to West Ham, he'd be able to break into the squad.
Yeah. I don't care where it goes as long as he goes.
I don't care either, but I'm just looking at where the best place.
We'll drop to a super chat as well. Myron Phillips saying he needs to go to a mid-table team like Arsenal or West Ham. Love the dig as well. Preferably West Ham, given he would improve Arsenal significantly. That's why I don't want him to go to Arsenal. Because Arsenal are in the stage of rebuilding their club. I don't want to give him a player that I know is going to get better if you give him the right amount of game time. And
are they really?
If Tammy Abraham goes and he balls out Arsenal, we ain't going to hear the end of it for years. We've given him the keys. I'm not doing that. I'd rather he didn't go to Arsenal. And that's just me.
Really?
But so shoot me.
Go ahead, Sean.
If Chelsea were to sell him to a rival like that, that would just let you know how absolutely little they rate him as a striker and his potential to grow. They wouldn't sell him to a rival if they thought he was going to turn into some 25 goal a season bag man. Like, they just wouldn't do that. So to me, it would just show how little they rate him as an actual striker.
But that doesn't mean that they'd be correct on that anyway. And that'd also give Tammy more motivation to prove him wrong.
I'd hope so.
Oh my gosh, go Am, you're a legend.
Williams corners plus Tappy's heading. It's like getting fired in your wife.
That's so wow.
I forgot about Williams corners, you know. It's actually been so long. And you know what? That's a good thing because fucking hell, we suffered for years under his corners. And yeah, Tammy's heading is ridiculous. I don't even think anyone's going to try to debate that. I hear what you're saying. But regardless, Tammy's heading is going to get better, even though it's fucking horrendous right now. It will. It will.
It would. I feel like it would have by now if it was going to get better.
2 to 3 years, this guy's going to up a lot more, and he's going to become more dominant.
He played a lot of first-team football.
He doesn't work on it. You can tell he doesn't work on his.
No, I was going to say what the thing is like.
He needs to fucking.
Lewis, I've heard you say this loads of times that he's going to get better. What makes you think he's actually going to get better?
I don't
know.
Because Didier Drogba was the same back in the day.
Didier Drogba was a physical specimen.
Yeah. He was. But what age did we get him? We got him at 26.
But what I'm saying is, what makes you think, looking at Tammy, because he hasn't applied, looking at him right now, I know he hasn't played a lot of second half, but when he did play this season, he didn't look like he worked on any of his game.
Right. But this is 2021 Tammy Abraham. I'm thinking more like 2023, 24 Tammy Abraham.
But
I don't think you're going to have to worry about him coming back to haunt us. I really don't.
Famous last words, my guy. We said that about how many players have left Chelsea.
Flip this when he scores a hat-trick against us.
My question would be, taking Drogba out of this, because I think that's a bit of an anomaly, what age would you say that players stop sort of being able to, like, develop or stop being able to become much more than they are?
Depends on the player, because
I know, but let's say, like, let's generalize it a little bit. What sort of age?
Mid 25.
25? He's got 2 years of growth to do then, and until he hits 25. I don't see him growing.
That's not correct. That's not correct.
He's 23 at the minute.
Depending on.
He's 23 at the minute. He's got 2-3 years maybe max of growing, and he needs to grow a lot to get to the level that we think he could be, or some people think he could be.
He has played a lot of first-team football too.
He's either going to have to play millions of games, or have a coach that can, like, focus on improving him, like, massively. Like, he basically needs someone like a Pep, who's literally going to, like, go to him, tell him exactly what he needs to work on, and go, this is what you need to work on. This is how we're going to get there, and, like, focus on improving him. And I don't see many managers in the league. Yeah, but he's dog shit.
Other than the fact that
Tammy,
he's
like
shit,
Tammy's played a lot of first team football over the years. He's been in the Premier League, he's been in the Championship, he's been at Chelsea. Like he's played enough first team football to think like if this guy was going to get significantly better, he's had enough minutes to improve a little bit, and he hasn't improved much in that time. His jump from his first season at Chelsea to this last season was that wasn't even a jump. That was a complete step back.
I've seen a lot change from Tammy Abraham from his first game at Chelsea to where he is now. And like I know we're complaining about his hold-up play and his link-up play now, but back then it used to be even worse. Like I remember his first few games at Chelsea. Like we talk about bullied in the end. He did not stand a chance against anybody. I've seen him winning 50-50 duels. I see him winning aerial duels now. I've seen him have good link-up play as well. He links up better with Werner last season than Giroud did. So he is continuing to get better.
Here's the misnomer about getting better or not getting better. It has nothing to do with age or how many years you have in. It's about the time you put in on your craft when nobody's watching or looking. Is Tammy going out there every day, day after day, taking 100 headers from corners?
Yeah.
Is he out there every day working on his hold up play? When he doesn't have to, when he should be on vacation, is he going out and doing those things? Because great players do that.
Yeah, I think this is the thing as well. I think it's the same
on that though, because we don't know what he's doing on holiday. All we've seen is like a few photos of him like weightlifting and shit like that.
I don't even think it's holiday. I think just taking the holiday out of it, I think just in the season, is he doing more than what is? So you'll have the minimum amount of training you're meant to do. Is he doing more? Is he going up to not check, but like
why isn't Tuchel picking him when he's fit? He's not even picking him on the suspect.
That's what I mean. This isn't me trying to slander him as well, because I don't think we're going to say that. Is he, because I think it's the same with Cho. I think it is a little bit the same with Cho, where I don't know if they're kind of, and again, just a speculation like you said, Lewis, because we don't know, but it strikes me it might be a little bit of they're kind of just doing the bare minimum. They're not going above and beyond to show Tuchel, right, I deserve a place. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing more than you're asking me.
Look at it this way. So like, Frank Lampard has that famous work ethic where after practice they would say, like, Frank after practice would stay and take 100 free kicks or 50 free kicks. Even last year, Tuchel was saying Werner, like, oh, Werner after practice, he's been staying working on his finishing. He's working on his finishing. Like, you didn't hear him say that about anybody. He wasn't saying, yeah, Werner and Tammy are hanging out working on their finishing. You're saying Werner was there.
Oh god, I'm saying Giroud's pace over stopping, over Barkley's sobriety, over Tappy's game.
Oh my! That's the work though.
I need to know what's stronger: Jem's Christensen agenda or GoAM's Tammy agenda?
No, definitely GoAM's Tammy.
GoAM needs to come on here, man. Definitely. I want to hear his opinions, man.
I actually really do. Hey, GoAM, if you're around, like DM me on
Instagram. And you seem to be rich, man.
But yeah, with the work ethic, the one to always go to is Ronaldo. Like, you hear so many stories, like CR7 that is not R9. You hear so many stories about how he'd get in there early and he'd stay for hours after practice, like after training, he'd be the last one to leave because he even though he has amazing ability, his work ethic is second to none. And like,
that's what that separates the cream from the rest.
Exactly, and it's the same with what Starry said about Hazard the other day. It's like he could easily be Messi levels and Ronaldo levels. He just doesn't apply himself all the time in training.
But Hazard's naturally gifted.
Yeah, and it's different because he's got that natural talent.
Messi would just be Hazard without the work ethic.
But Lampard wasn't naturally gifted. He worked on his game.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's the thing.
Work effort may not be the work. Does he go the extra? Like Scott said, do they go the extra? There's different work ethics, okay? Work ethic, you can just do enough and that might be good enough, yeah? But do you do the extra bit to get ahead of... It's just not as if Werner's banging in the goals, is he? Or Giroud's hardly playing. We're playing Kai Havertz as a false nine. So we're not even playing a striker up front. So what is Tuchel... it'd be fascinating if Tuchel... He would never do it, but if Tuchel came out and just said, why... He wasn't.
I think
I'll be real. I
think
genuinely
Tuchel-
think it's a contract situation because,
You
like I
think it's a
said,
contract? Maybe.
he did the exact same thing at PSG with Rabiot. As soon as Rabiot said, "I'm not signing a contract," he took him out of the team. He said, "You're training with the under-23."
Yeah, because I feel like once you do that, you're not giving your mind is not 100% set on the team. So are you really gonna?
One sec. What's that in the background? Oh, it was Holic. Yeah, it's cool. No worries. Go for it. What are you saying, Javi?
As well, with that, you're as a manager, you've got it in the back of your mind that guy might not be here next year. So why am I going to build him to work? Like, why am I going to work him into the team and have him be my main guy to then have to integrate a new main guy next year when he leaves?
Well,
That's not me, man, Lewis.
Is there a duck? Somebody got a duck around?
It's either
I hear some
Barbara or
quacking.
Josh or something. It's either Barbara or Josh. Then that's the case.
Hey, but can I say something about Tammy? You guys are giving him too much credit. I think that boy Twain Swear, I think he's just not talented enough, man. I think he is what he is, man. I think he skips too much leg days, man. Like he has small legs. He just isn't gifted, you know. He's not
small
big,
legs. He's like 6 foot something. Oh, you mean? Like,
but
sorry, yeah.
He's small. He's too lean, man. He doesn't. He doesn't have it, man. I don't think his attitude. I don't think there's anything wrong with Tammy. I think he's a good guy.
The reason why I bought it, man.
It's not like he's not so doy getting speeding tickets and doing some other stuff, but I think Tammy, he just isn't talented enough, man.
Because
you need to have a certain amount. You need to have a certain amount of talent.
I think the standard is just too high at Chelsea.
Yeah, it's too high, man.
It's not necessarily that, though. I think
you're correct on that, but I mean too high for him, which is why he does want to go out to another club and get better. It's just right now.
That's why last season was perfect for him.
But that doesn't mean he's not quality.
But last season was perfect for him, given us the surroundings of the season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That season should have been a one and done.
What last season?
We rotated everything. You know.
Well, the
2019-20. Yeah, that was perfect. The situation because we couldn't do anything. So he stepped up and he did do his bit. I will admit, it's in clusters, but he still scored a lot of goals. He did his bit. Then the manager and them should have rotated in the summer, but that's by the past. But I don't. Yeah, I think the standards of this club have to be that high. And Tammy, I do believe Tammy is. There's obviously the things where he's come through academy, so there's a big emotional connection like that, and people get over emotional about that. I understand that, but I just think there is a level, and he can't take us. He's not a striker. When people
can't even carry the ball without stumbling. Like he's not talented enough.
No,
man.
I don't say. Okay, let's do this.
We're spending way too much time on somebody not going to be
lead us to Champions League or Premier League glory.
We still got hella players to go through as well.
I know.
I agree, but I like him. I like him. Thank you for everything, Tammy. But you
Chelsea back that led to team in assists, but also goals conceded from an error.
Yeah, what's he saying? Doc Williams saying if Chelsea signed a centre back that led the team in assists, but also in goals conceded from an error,
but this makes no sense.
Would you call him a success? But Timo, I'm bare confused.
Boy alone, man.
Because
if Chelsea signed a centre back that led the team in assists, but also in goals conceded from a mistake, would you call him?
So you know
not
how,
really. I think
this doesn't make
I'm
sense
confused.
because it's not like Timo by not scoring and assisting is costing us games because he's still, even though he's not scoring, he's still getting the assists to then, and he's an attacking player. Like this doesn't make.
And he makes the dangerous runs that open up space for other players.
He could have sent about a $2 super chat and said Zuma, but Timo, because Zuma, everybody was like, oh, but he scores so many goals. I'm like, yeah, but he's really not a very good defender. So yeah, you could have shortened. You could $2
Werner's forgiven at the moment.
Yeah, and the comment is flawed.
Yeah, Werner's run won us the Champions League, so it is what it is.
The comment is flawed as well. The best centre backs don't make errors. The best strikers miss a lot of chances. So it's not.
But let me answer this question.
You're right. The best defenders don't make errors.
Who was it? There was a strike. I think it was Jimmy Greaves once said that if he scored all the easy chances he had, he'd have like 100 goals or something. He said it was something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but he said if he scored every chance he had, all the easy chances, he'd have over 100 goals.
there's no striker that's got 100%.
Yeah.
Completion, there's success rate. There's no striker ever that's done that.
Never will be.
Oh, can you put CYOB's TV's his Zuma comment up?
Zuma
Okay.
insane at last ditch tackling, maybe not great on the ball and possession. Man is a dog though. Here's the thing.
The best
You don't need last ditch tackling if you're good.
Go on, Scott. You're gonna say
As
it
the
for me.
best centre back in the world once said, "If I have to make a tackle, I've already made a mistake."
Yeah.
There you go. And that's why I wanted to point that out. If you're out of position, you have to make
Zuma
a
is not a
last
good center
tackle.
back.
So if you're in position, you should never have to make that last ditch tackle. So again,
If you're doing recovery tackles, you're recovering from something.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you recovering? You should be in your position. That's the problem. Like,
Because
Kurt
Zuma
tackling is
is
amazing.
trash.
Again, you shouldn't be in that position. That's what the problem is. But that also segues perfectly because we're going to talk about Kurt Zuma as well because his name came up in this too.
really,
Where was the thing? Huge question marks over Kurt Zuma at the club. He's the only one really in the first team with a contract over 12 months in the centre-back roles. As we know, Christensen is in talks over a new deal. So is Antonio Rudiger, but he's on holiday right now after Germany's elimination. He's set to sit down with Tuchel when he's back to plan his future. He loves the club, loves being at Chelsea, but is now at the age of 26. He's in his prime years. And now that he is fully fit, he wants to be able to play regular football in his position because before, I think Lampard came in, he was just getting himself back into fitness and then trusting his body again. And now that he's won everything there is to win at Chelsea too, like there's not really that much of an incentive to stay if he's not getting that regular game time because he could drop down to mid-table, even to Europa League quality clubs, and he'd get game time there. Yeah. But Chelsea, let's be real, isn't Chelsea?
I think he could play at Champions League clubs in Italy or something like that.
He was decent at Everton, wasn't he?
yeah,
He was very. Everton really wanted
great
him.
before the injury. He was great before the injury.
Yeah.
Remember his injury? He was doing well.
He was doing well, but
Flashbacks to that.
him before the injury, Loki, I think, is just still Kurt Zuma now, except he might have been just a little bit better on the ball then. Because even back in 15-16, like when he properly broke into the first team squad, what was everyone highlighting with him? His recovery tackles. Same thing as now.
Yeah,
And
I've said this for years. Zuma is not. He's not a good one-on-one defender. He's not. His positioning is terrible. The only thing he really has is his recovery challenges, and I think his aerial ability, and I think the fact that he's scoring headers covered for him as a center back. Like it covered over the cracks because it's just like some of the stuff is just like so pedestrian. Like if you look at the positioning for Southampton or simple stuff of like
it was that West Brom game, like some of the goals we conceded where he's just no idea what's going on around him. That first one, fucking hell, that first one, literally all it is a punt from the goalkeeper. It bounces like once, then Pereira runs between him and Christensen to score. He's got no idea where anything is.
He has a fried brain
they're the
sometimes.
worst pairing, and I cannot stand that pairing. It's so criminal. Or even when like Southampton played goal, like the ball hits the post, he still has a chance to get back in. His awareness is so trash. He's just there jogging, like, oh, all right, it's gonna work itself out. Get back into the position, like, I don't know, man. I don't get what y'all see in Zuma so high. You can get it.
It's because when you play him in a back four and you have a leader next to him, you can get the best out of him. But that's because he's literally playing like Xbox controller and just telling Zuma what to do for 90 minutes.
His nickname is Happy. That's why we like him.
Yeah, good personality as well for the dressing room, I guess. Like that is important too. We can't really underestimate that too much.
Hey,
but on the pitch, we know what he has and we know what he doesn't have.
I will say that I think, considering there is a distinct lack of players to either promote or bring in, that it might be worth keeping him, unless it all depends on if we get a new right wing back, because then James can move at centre back and all of a sudden that's another defender like we have on the bench instead of Zuma. Or it depends if like we bring Sarr back. I think he's getting loaned out if we bring Sarr back, for example, or we get another centre back in.
To be honest, I think Gay could do a job.
Hold up.
I forgot about Gay. Never mind.
We're going on Instagram follows. Then Tapsoba has followed Chelsea.
Who?
Hey, love
Edmund
that.
Tapsoba.
Yep.
What's up, sober? Yeah.
I'm just saying, somebody said if the first thing that happens is they follow the club on Instagram.
To be honest, he's a good ball player and all that, but he doesn't excite me either. I don't think he would start at
Who's
Chelsea.
over?
Yeah, he wouldn't
Yeah.
start. Wouldn't
The
start.
thing is, he doesn't have to, but as
Who is
an
this?
option instead. So if we got him and scored
Center
Zuma,
back.
would that be an improvement? Would that improve our squad as a whole?
I'm just saying it was said that the first thing that happens is they follow Chelsea on Instagram. So
But
I'm just
I think-
following down that line of thought.
I think selling Zuma really depends on if we get a replacement in, or like, because there's no point selling him if we can't get a replacement in, because otherwise we've got 4 centre backs, and we play a 3 at the back system. So all that needs is one defender, one injury, and then we've got no centre backs. Like, we've got no centre back replacements after
I
that.
swear somebody has some ducks.
I bet that's like Fata's like message thing or something.
Yeah, it definitely is.
What?
Fact.
Me?
I can't hear
Mute
it.
your mic.
Nothing. No, it's just I got a fan with me.
I don't know what it is. It is what it is.
Did you say you have a fan with you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it. It sounds like a duck. Like,
Yeah.
man, somebody stole a duck out of the park.
To be honest, I want as little signings as possible. I'm just focusing on one, you know, like I would give the other matter away money to Viola or Erling Haaland's father. I literally don't care about any other signing than Haaland, man. The others can't wait. Like without Haaland, it's going to be a shit summer, man. It's going to be a shit summer, man. Even if
I
we
think
sign
without
a
a
decent
striker,
to
I
good
think without
player.
a recognized striker.
No. If we go this whole summer and we don't sign one of Lukaku or Haaland, like it will be an underwhelming summer.
Yeah.
Massively
Regardless,
underwhelming. But
regardless,
from what I'm hearing, the longer we take to sort out this Haaland deal, the more likely we turn to Lukaku instead.
It's because it's like
They'll
we're
be
not
much less likely to sell the closer they get to their preseason.
we're not fixing our problems that we had. It's just like, all right, we honestly know we need it. We're gonna run into the same problem next year, and it's gonna be like, okay. We gotta wait till next year to get a striker.
Whoa.
And it's like,
Is Mark Goldbridge selling the United stand?
I don't know.
What? What do you mean
That's
Mark
a lot of
Goldbridge
money,
selling
man.
United fans?
I
Where
just
did
posted
you read
something.
this?
He posted it.
Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't-
shit!
Wait,
What? Yeah. Mark Goldbridge is selling the United stand. Mad.
Man, that's a lot of money, man.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like I can't be asked to get the link up, but there you go. United stand.
Hopefully it's not
sale.
clickbait.
Yeah,
But-
shit.
Someone will say on Twitter if it's clickbait or not. But from the sounds of the comments, nah, it sounds like he's leaving. He'll get a lot for that channel, to be fair. He will get a lot for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of dough, man.
Sorry, I'd throw that in there because that's
Maybe that probably explains why Flex left.
big
Makes
time
sense.
news right there.
Yeah, he must have known about it or something. But
Yeah.
fair
Hey,
enough.
when are we buying it? You know, we need the big Chelsea fan in there.
Oh, is that what you mean? It means that he's been asked that. It's a Q&A video. Okay.
Oh
so
my
maybe
god,
he might
man!
not
So
be-
it is clickbait.
Yeah, he might not be selling it.
So it is clickbait.
Mad. Well, we've all
I
just
have
been
Twitter.
clickbaited.
I have Twitter up on another tab. So
Yep, we've just been clickbaited. Safe for that monster. Big up yourself.
okay.
But yeah, Erling Haaland update was that if we start taking longer to pursue this, we're going to end up pushing for Romelu Lukaku. Haaland's the top target, but the closer it gets to pre-season, the more likely Dortmund are to say no to the deal.
And what was the date for that? Their camp?
24th.
I think 24.
16 days then. 16
So
days.
yeah, we have 16 days to sort out Erling Haaland.
14th.
Wait,
14th.
they're gonna start the preseason 24th of July, by the way.
So we got 16 days to sort this shit out.
Fucking hell.
It's already
So
being worked
23rd
on.
July is the last day for deadline fee at least.
It's already being worked on, folks. That's why you're not hearing a whole lot.
Nah, but we already know that though. It's been being worked on for the longest.
So they're just getting the structure ready. And look, Haaland just got off vacation. He has to be involved in this because they're gonna, they're gonna have to sit down. Alfie and Raiola are gonna have to sit down with Erling and say, "Look, Chelsea's gonna come in with this bid. If they do, you're gonna have to push to make sure it goes through." And so that discussion has to be made. You have to formulate their plans. And like you said, all this is being done through an intermediary until they know Dortmund's going to accept the bid. Once they know that, then the official bid goes in. So maybe around the 14th, you might hear something. Just saying.
I hope so. You're gonna be on the biggest gas mode if it comes out. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told every last one of you. But we'll have to see. 14th is meant to be the big day. Who else did we hear about? There's Tammy Bakayoko. The same old situation with Bakayoko, from what I've been told. And AC Milan are very much interested, but they're not willing to pay what we want, and they keep trying to haggle the price. Nice are interested.
Italians being cheap.
It makes it a very hard deal to make. AC Milan, we know they're interested in Bakayoko. They know they're interested in Giroud. Do you guys realistically see them signing both? Because these are sounding hella stingy right now.
If Kessie is sold to Spurs.
It depends on who they sell. That's who it depends on.
Yeah, they have some Scandinavian talent. He might be going to Frankfurt. So
Jens, I can't remember what his middle name is, but Jens Hauge.
Hauge.
Yeah, but Kessie's also looking to be moved in, or Spurs are interested in Kessie. I should put it that way.
I know they're looking to. I think they're looking to sell Leao as well. I could be wrong about that. I think they're looking to move Leao on as well, and they'll be able to get a decent fee.
They have to pay debt, but it's nowhere near as bad as Inter or Juve.
Nah, all they literally need to sell like four or five, fair squad players, like not first team. Like Kessie's probably the only real first team player they actually have to sell, or because I think they agreed a deal with Brescia for Tonali, so they've got him on a permanent. I think they've agreed a deal with someone else, and then they're obviously looking to get Giroud.
Yeah, that Giroud's deal's almost done.
Yeah, Giroud's already sorted out personal terms. Already knows got a 2-year contract all sorted. It's just haggling over the price between AC Milan and Chelsea because AC Milan want him to try and come out of his contract, even though this literally can't happen. Big up Myron with the donation saying, seeing personal terms are done and the fee is all but agreed. Bid just needs to go in. Anyone saying Marina out, go join Arsenal. That's how they talk. We've been saying for weeks already the fucking Marina out. Anyone saying Marina out is just heavily overreacting based on the fact that we haven't signed anyone. Just because Man United have their transfer target in doesn't mean we need to panic and we need to do everything quicker than anybody else. If we get Haaland in or we get Lukaku in the next week or the next 3 weeks, then it doesn't matter.
Hey, but Lewis, I can't lie.
Section as well, my G. Come on.
A scenario of Declan Rice being our marquee signing is killing me, man. It's killing
Declan Rice is not coming in.
To be our marquee signing.
Bro, I don't want him in after that performance last night. He can fuck off.
Well, he was so shit. Congrats to the England fans. He deserved, but Declan Rice was so shit, bro. Like,
when he was giving a run around in that first half.
This man got dominated by a Tottenham player, and he wants 200k a week. Fuck off.
Did I see Johnny in the comments? Johnny, Johnny, I gotta break your heart. Kane is now off the wish list for Man City. Guess who they're going at striker?
Who?
Danny Ings?
Danny Ings.
Sorry.
What do you mean Haaland to Ings? I mean Kane to Ings. What?
They're linked with Ings now.
I knew that Man City wouldn't touch Haaland.
No chance.
It's their loss, but
Big up Artem saying I'm going back to Russia in a couple of weeks. I'll ask Uncle Roman what's going on. Jeez, I didn't even know you were Russian, man. Big up yourself, my guy.
He said something. He said something before when you were talking about. I think Denmark play Russia, and he was talking about he didn't want to see the because you put AC in the Russian flag behind him.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about
Johnny, if you're around, I will throw you the link. To be honest, just give me a shout if you're around. Yeah, go. What are we on about? We were talking about Bakayoko, weren't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
Bakayoko.
No, we're talking about Danny Ings. What the fuck are Man City moving from Kane to Ings as the
Yeah,
number
wait,
one striker?
Are we in preseason, Chelsea?
I don't
No,
think so.
a few players have come back for pre-season training, but it's just mainly the players that weren't involved in the Euros.
I can't lie. I miss the team, man.
I still need
International
to see.
football is nice and all, but
Reportedly,
Bro, on
for
international
us,
football, I'm just glad there's football for the summer, and that's it. They don't mean shit to me.
us, if we follow the same blueprint we've done over previous seasons, pre-season will start fully the 25th of July, because we normally give players 2 weeks from whenever they come back from international tournaments, and so we're guaranteed to have at least a player, or at least one player in the final. So 2 weeks after the final is the 25th, I believe.
So 6 p.m. today, striker update.
What?
6 p.m. today, there's supposed to be a striker update on CFC news page.
What, from us?
I guess that's what I'm hearing.
6 p.m. your time or my time?
Your time.
My time.
In
Interesting.
English.
Very interesting. All right, cool. We'll see what's being said. Let's see. We've got through Bakayoko now. What other players were spoken about? Club is still in discussions with Tino Livramento over a new deal. This is an update that Carefree Youth got a few days ago, and the fact they haven't signed Hakimi could have now made the negotiations a lot better. Hopefully, I hear some good news on this soon. Okay, so Livramento is probably going to re-sign. Like, we already know that one
let's see
anyway.
him in preseason, man. I mean, like Adama Traore, man, doesn't excite me at all. Like,
I'd rather have Mela.
lost Hakimi, I was gutted. But it's
Oh yeah, Mahala is actually looks really good.
Mela. Yeah, Mela is he can play fullback
Both.
and wing back. So
And he can play both sides. Like Hakimi.
yeah. So again, probably a better option if you want to go to a 4 in the back in the future. That Mela, come in because he can play fullback and wing back. And we can have AC play agent. So, and he wouldn't be that much. He'd probably be 20 million euro.
Well, we've already started the long game with Jude Bellingham, haven't we? So, getting him. So in the England squad, so might as well. Did really good last year for Werner and Havertz. So,
Andrew, something up with your mic. You sound hella robotic.
not again.
You're like a Terminator, Andrew. Again, Terminator.
Cyberman Andrew, you know.
Just say, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
There you go.
That's like a fucking Dalek, man.
Oh,
I
mate.
know, right?
You back, darling?
Yeah, Livramento's done. I've been told Hakim
back.
Ziyech isn't someone the club. All right, bless, bro. Hakim Ziyech isn't someone the club is looking to sell. A lot of people at the club think he can come good now. He's a lot more settled. Understand that. The club wanted what they paid for him if they sold him, and no one was interested in paying the 36 million for him. That could change when he gets back to Cobham and sits down and talks to the manager, but he's not looking to force a move away right now. So, okay, so if that's the case, then the rumors of a fallout with Thomas Tuchel are definitely fake then. Because
No, it's not fake. If he goes in and Tuchel says you're going to be third string, if you're behind, because again, Haaland's coming. If Haaland comes in, everybody moves down in the order, right?
yeah,
So
everyone moves down in the order for playing up front.
no, because if we play with 3 attacking positions on the pitch, Haaland is taking one, Havertz is taking one.
Yeah, but same way, like Ziyech isn't taking the one in the middle.
Havertz doesn't
Ziyech
always
only
start,
really
yeah.
be playing on the right.
to be fair, Ziya's competition on the right wing. It's not great competition, man. You look at it, Hudson-Odoi.
We don't play with wingers.
Yeah, right 10 then. Hudson-Odoi.
Right, but the right 10, you have Havertz starting there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have Haaland up front, and most likely Mason Mount on the left. So he won't be starting majority of the games. And I can tell you that Christian Pulisic would probably be the first one off the bench because he can play in both of the 10 positions if we stay in a back three.
Man, we have
Which
a lot
looks
of depth, man. We have a lot of depth.
And so, would you rather see Callum higher up in the pecking order, or would you rather see Ziyech higher up in the pecking order? I mean, Cho stands are going to have to answer that question because if
Whoever's
I'll answer that
performing,
question
honestly.
easily. Hudson-Odoi. I'm even running with that.
Hudson-Odoi.
I like Ziyech, but again, 28 years of age. Like,
Whoever's performing
But
should be
Ziyech
playing.
isn't the type of player. Just look at him. He's not athletic anyway. He never was. So I don't think age in his I don't think age plays a big role in his game.
Yeah, I think the big key that you said that nobody wanted to pay the fee. If somebody wanted to come in and pay what we wanted, we would be talking about a Ziyech transfer.
It's a shame that the Chinese clubs are broke, man. It's really a shame, man.
Well, it's not that. It's that they have to, whatever they spend. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Whatever they spend, they have to literally then give the same amount, I think, to the Chinese FA or something like that. Or their tax the same or something like that.
Yeah, it's
So it's basically paying
communism.
double for. Yeah, so you're paying double. So if the rule was in when they sold Oscar, they'd have to be paying like 120 million pounds in all because of the way they've restricted them doing that, so they can have more Chinese players in the team. So
someone said it as well.
He dropped the
Salary
link in
cap
there.
now as well.
Message me, bro.
I'll drop
why-
also Doc to come
That's
on.
why a lot of
highlight you guys.
players are leaving the Chinese league because there's now a
Oh,
salary
shit,
cap.
you
So you're like,
got-
Arnautovic has left, Hulk left,
yeah,
Talisca left.
that's why Bayo ain't going there, man. Because who's going to get paid?
No,
Who's
that ended a long time ago. Plus, the club that were interested in it are now no longer existing. So
Torres.
Yeah.
I think Torres is left. He's in the Chinese league, isn't
yeah.
Torres?
he? Yeah.
Torres,
Wouldn't he?
No,
he's
he
a
went to Japan,
bodybuilder
didn't he?
now.
Go to
You mean
Japan.
Fernando?
Yeah.
I thought Torres went to Japan.
He's retired.
No, he went to Japan and then he retired and now he's back out of retirement.
Iniesta's still in
Oh,
Japan,
okay.
isn't
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a bodybuilder now, man.
You know, a lot of the player, like there's only a few, like Oscar's still there. You've still got who else you still got that's like fairly well known. Then Ballet's still there, Fellaini, but a lot of players are like leaving. So Arnautovic has come back to Italy, for example.
Yeah.
But you only need to go there for a year, don't you? Get the pay and then
Yeah,
come
you
back.
go there for a year, you're set
Yeah,
alive.
yeah, exactly. You're done. You set up.
Money
You
in
set
there
up
is
generations.
crazy.
As
But
long
you
as they
guys-
don't pay.
How do you guys see Hakim Ziyech's second season going anyway?
Same
I think
as
it really
Spurs.
depends on I think it depends on if we get a striker and depending on the right wing back situation.
I also
Because
think
if
it depends
him,
on the
I don't think
formation.
him and James suit each other because they're both this similar type of player in terms of they like to put balls into the box. They like to look for someone, and I don't think like if we had got a Hakimi, for example, or say we get a Traore, for example, I think that could work. I think they could work quite well because then you're going to have a runner in behind or like someone to run off of Ziyech, so he'll have more time and space on the ball.
I also think it depends on the formation because I don't think 3-4-3 suits him. I really don't. I don't
No,
think
not
you
at
get the best.
all.
I don't think you get the best out of him. I know the opposition wasn't that great. I think we saw the best of Ziyech when we were when 4-3-3 late last
Yeah.
year. I think you saw the best of him. I know the opposition wasn't great, but you saw he had a better impact. I mean, yeah, he scored very important goals in this formation. But his overall game is not great in this formation whatsoever. You don't get the best out of him.
The thing about him is the big difference between him at Ajax and Chelsea is he took a lot of shots at Ajax. Like he doesn't even take shots. Like,
He gets the
problem-
time, right? He gets the time in the Dutch league to do that.
He
Yeah,
took
he
like
doesn't get the
5
time,
shots
yeah.
a game, and
I
now
know
he
he gets the
takes like,
space. He also gets the space, right? Because it's not pressing that much.
Yeah,
He's not gonna
Declan
get that
Rice
in
is
the
not coming to Chelsea. Y'all need to get that off your mind. He's not coming this summer. It might be next summer.
Well, next
You're not
summer
gonna-
he'd be a lot cheaper. Well,
Yeah.
how long
Yeah.
is his deal? It was a 4-year contract, right?
But they
Yeah,
can
but if-
extend it.
Yeah,
They can
4
extend
okay,
it
so it
for a
won't
year,
be that
can't they?
much cheaper then. Yeah.
They can
Well,
extend
it
it for a year.
depends on what if they've dropped down in the table,
Right.
which is very, very possible that they do. because they don't have the squad to go play European football and Premier League football.
Right.
Then they will be willing to take less because they're going to have to bring in more players in to rebuild that squad to get it back up the table. So I see Rice as a next summer thing, not a this summer thing.
Yeah, but
He
last
doesn't
season when they
feel
finished
a
lower
need.
mid-table, it still ended up just being that they put 80 million up for him. This year they got Europa League football. They upped it up to 100. If they drop out, it will just go back to 80 million.
Well, they can keep him for 80 million. He's not worth it.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised if they
agree,
get
but once
relegated
top
this
of just
season.
fucking rimming over fucking Declan Rice all summer, the same way we always have been.
Well, some people, not me. Maybe Mount could just be sad because his BFF ain't coming.
Is what it is. You already know we're all thinking the same thing on here anyway.
I hope West Ham get relegated, man. I hate that club, man. I hate them.
I don't think. If I think, I get in trouble.
There we go. What other news is on here? Chelsea have a lot of players with 12 months on their contracts, including Masunda, Broha, I don't even know half these names. Wadi, Ziga, McClellan, Ballo, Bate, McEachran. Is this all just fucking academy players?
Yeah,
Go through those again.
Simmons,
Ikwaki, Nunn, Ugbo, Zappa Costa, Emerson, Bakayoko, Baker, Batshuayi, Clark Salter, Drinkwater, and Kennedy, all with 12 months left on their contracts. Mad. Rumours are a few have got extensions activated, and don't be surprised if a few more get new deals before they head out on loan. I know of some discussions with Broha, Bates, and Pert Harris over a new deal. And if there's words on them news deals, I'll share. But as of right now, nothing. That's just hella names, though.
I would give
How is
Broha
Danny
a deal.
Drinkwater still at the club?
He's got one more
No
year
one's
left
going to take him.
Danny Drinkwater.
because he's drinking beer instead of water.
120 grand a week.
Good. It's 1 year then, and Drinkwater's 120k a week wages are gone. I'm all here for that. Batshuayi's, but they'll probably end up extending his loan anyway, so they can try and get that 50 million fee for him, which I have no idea what they're getting. How are they getting 50 million for
Take
Bishi?
the 10 million, yeah. Oh, just take
They
it.
actually,
You know them ones. Just take the damn money.
Take it, yeah, just take it.
This is why I hate buying squad players. It's either starters or nothing for me, man.
You know, you
This
need
is why
squad
we are
players.
stuck with them, man.
No,
Yes,
it's
you
the
need-
right type of
no,
squad players. These
you
aren't the
need
right
squad
type.
players.
I
You
don't
li-
think squad
you
players
can't-
work.
You can't work without squad players.
Yeah,
Like,
you
can't
need
work
a
without having a
squad. You need a squad.
I would
So-
work with the talents in the loan army. Like,
That's
You,
fine.
and you
Best-
can't do that either. As Liverpool
too many of
showed
them.
this season, and Monaco showed the year after they won
yeah,
the
but,
league.
but Liverpool and Monaco, they don't have the academies, the talents we have. Like,
Yeah, but you can't. You it is physically impossible to get that many talents through the Luton Academy to that level. You're going to get some that are not good enough, which means you've then got to get squad
of
players
course,
in to
of
replace
course,
those.
you're right. But in this situation with our squad, we don't need squad players. Like,
We
we
do
have
need squad players.
We do.
need squad players.
where?
We need them in
Midfield.
midfield,
yeah, center
Okay.
midfielder.
left back, right back, the wings, because they're always injured. We haven't got any
If
strikers.
Emerson wants to stay, he can stay as a backup.
We need a
He
backup
doesn't
we need
want to
a
stay.
backup
That's the thing.
goalkeeper.
Cool. So then we're going to have one left back.
No, we're gonna have
Marcos is here, man.
Marcus
Marcos-
Alonso staying.
I'd rather kill
Christ.
myself. Let me say
Well-
that again. One left back.
Well, okay, one left back, one left wing back. Okay, we'll say it that.
No, one getting the bin player,
One
one
Ben
left back.
Chilwell, one donkey. That's what
It is what it is. He's staying
Fucking
because
throw him in the bin. Literally, drive him somewhere.
Hey, that boy
leave
is
him there.
staying, man.
No, Sal Alonso. Sal Alonso.
Yeah, send him.
well, you could say that somebody has to buy him, and the
No,
only
literally, leave him there. Literally, drive him to the middle of nowhere. Leave him there.
you're gonna drop him off in the desert.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
it. Leave him there.
Give him a new face that makes him look like Spinazzola, and someone will take him.
So
Instead of
the only team I've seen in for Alonso now is Barca.
with what money?
What?
Again, exactly. That's why he's staying.
These fuckers can't register Aguero and can't give
register
Messi a
the
new
players.
contract. They ain't buying shit.
Messi isn't even a Barcelona player.
didn't-
That's the thing, man.
He's free.
I didn't say that they were gonna sign him. I said they're the only one in for him. That's why he's gonna be at Chelsea next year.
Yeah, exactly.
They have
That's
Griezmann on
okay, man.
800k a week.
Isn't it his 6th year or his 5th year here, man? Like, how is he
One too many,
still
whatever
here?
it is.
He's on six. It'll be his 6th season here next year.
It'd be
Oh
a 6th season.
God.
And he's won
He's been here
everything
5
there
years
is
here.
to win at the club.
2016. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He has probably won every trophy, hasn't he?
If he wins the League Cup, Super Cup, and World Club Cup, that'll be every trophy we can go in for that he's won.
Bro, imagine if this guy was part of like that Spain squad that had won the World Cup and the Euros. He'd have won literally every major
He'd be a
tournament, every
footballing
major
legend.
thing in the world.
For what he won, he'd be a football legend. For what he won,
And he's one of the worst footballers I've ever seen.
He's not like him because he's played a lot more. He's contributed a lot more. But he might turn into the Benjamin Mendy from Man City, where he collects trophies. He has more trophies at the end in games. But he's just.
Can we talk about Pogba going to PSG?
Wait, if PSG
Pogba's gonna go PSG.
That midfield. Boy.
Yeah,
but that's one way to convince Mbappe to sign the contract.
To be honest, he should go there.
But they're managed by Poch. That's the problem.
Let's be honest.
If he fucks it up with that squad, he should never get another job.
Scott, he finished third in the 2-horse race. He finished third in the 2-horse race.
With that squad, if they get Pogba, he should. With Ramos as well and Hakimi and Wijnaldum, he should never get another top job. If he fucks
that
up,
team is ridiculous, man.
Those fuckers gave Tuchel the role of
I hear what you're saying as well. Fucking Hakimi, Ramos, Wijnaldum, and Pogba.
He's missed Donnarumma as well. They've got two world-class
Donnarumma. Fuck.
But Donnarumma's not going to start.
Yeah, that's the whole.
He's going to sit behind Keylor Navas.
They've got two world-class goalkeepers out here.
Yeah.
They've got Kimpembe as a backup.
PSG have just taken that. PSG have been showing us levels this entire
When I
time.
look at their squad, they should really play free at the back. You know.
Yeah.
They really should.
Look at the squad, bro.
No, they're going to. You don't sign Hakimi for 70 million and then play 4 at the back. No chance.
But who are they going to buy?
Well, you can experiment in the French league anyway, man.
In the French league, he'd probably get away playing fullback because he played fullback at Dortmund.
Yeah, he did.
I hear that, but like same way, PSG they can't really try and like look down on this league.
The problem is if they do go free at the back, I think then and they get Pogba, someone's got to drop out that midfield, and it ain't Neymar and it's not Pogba, so.
What?
Wijnaldum.
Jorginho, Wijnaldum. Oh my fucking god, man! Yeah. They never backed Tuchel like that. They never did, man.
Yeah,
gave him some shitty
he got the last word.
Yeah, but Tuchel got him the league title. That's why.
Yeah,
it's hella embarrassing for these lot whenever they drop it. The last time they didn't win the league title, they went and bought Mbappe straight off the team that did win it.
Oh yeah, and Neymar.
True. It's embarrassing for them.
That was the year they got Neymar and Mbappe. Fucking hell.
You must be... Nah, not even.
They're interested in Camavinga also.
Nah. Camavinga.
If they get Camavinga as well, it's done. It's done out here for that league.
They're not getting Camavinga because if Pogba
Camavinga might be coming to Chelsea.
Camavinga's going United. He ain't coming.
No. Chelsea.
When was Chelsea linked with Camavinga?
They're linked with him now.
It came today. The news.
Yeah, but like what? This news only just come up now that Manchester United are interested. I don't
People
believe
Czech likes him apparently, but I don't want any kid, man. And before you say I'm a hypocrite because of Haaland, man, Haaland, that's a beast, man. He's different level. Camavinga is still a kid. But
he's pretty talented.
But Camavinga would be a cheap option to put on the bench because he would only be like £25 million.
True.
Is Camavinga
being cheaper than Danny Drinkwater?
No.
Not really. He can play there, but not.
Let
Right,
Camavinga.
so it's another one that we
Camavinga.
can shoehorn in the position. We need
Let
an
Camavinga
active,
stay in runs. I don't want to overhype.
He's not going. He's not staying in Rennes. He's going somewhere.
He's going to be a
I mean, he's staying to stay in the league. Honestly, he's staying.
He's going PSG.
Nah,
He's going PSG.
No, he'll go
nah, he's
United.
going United.
No, United. I think
Man, United are linked with
PSG
100 players
like
every
him a
year,
lot.
man.
PSG
Yeah,
I
but
think
they're
he-
looking at a Pogba replacement. It makes more sense that Pogba goes
And-
PSG, Camavinga
gonna
goes to United.
That's fine.
Pogba's gonna stay until his contract finished.
I think
Somebody-
he's running his
He's
contract
free
out.
next year.
Yeah, I think so.
It would make more
Nah,
sense, man.
no chance United let that happen
No.
twice.
Who's gonna buy them right?
What can they do if he runs his
PSG.
contract out?
But they already got one
I
now.
think he's linked with PSG
One
right now.
sec, bro. Let me turn your mic up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think that's you. It's YJ talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking. They're not letting Pogba leave twice for free. No chance.
Nah.
Oh,
Especially-
what could they do?
Especially
What
after
could
they
they
make
do?
him. Is he still the most expensive transfer
No.
in England?
Yes.
Like
he
Premier
is.
League transfer.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
90.
They can't.
Yeah.
The Premier League is.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can't be
Premier League's
letting him
like
go for
90 something.
free.
Is he?
United had the top
Yeah.
three transfer.
They have the,
top-
no, they have the top
How-
five. I think if they sign Varane, I think they'll have the top five. I think or something. Actually, no, even after without signing Varane. No, it was with the Sancho deal. I think they've got the top five.
How about Maguire?
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
Varane is not
Pogba's
going.
top, Maguire's
Varane's not going
second,
United.
Sancho's
He's
third,
staying in Real.
Lukaku's fourth.
There you go, top four. Oh
Haaland's
my!
gonna
They're
be next.
mocking
Haaland's
it,
gonna
man.
be next. Haaland's gonna be next.
But they don't have. But their fan base constantly says they don't spend money. $500 million.
exactly. Oh, it's all fraud.
No, it's where they
Never
spend.
knew.
They say now it's where they spend the money.
They spent 50 million on Fred.
Yeah,
Bro,
well,
they
no,
spent enough, man, but they're stupid
The-
club.
the
They're
people-
Pep wanted him. That's because
They're the
Pep wanted
people
him.
in their fan base that say, "Oh, we don't spend enough" or whatnot. Like,
Yeah,
are stupid.
rubbish. Utter rubbish.
Most like level-headed United fans will say, "Yeah, he should be doing so much more with what he spent." He's spent like with the Sancho deal, he's now spent close to 400 million since he's
Yeah.
been managing.
But they still say Oli needs more. He needs more players. He needs more this or that. Now he needs some coaching lessons, man. Like Oli is older than Tuchel. Oh, it's embarrassing, man.
People have to pressure Sancho.
And that's the
like
manager of Manchester United.
People have to pressure Sancho like Havertz.
Yes.
What?
Well, Sancho's not
like
Havertz
Havertz.
level, so
No,
that's
because everyone
No,
criticizing
Sancho's a
Havertz.
different. Sancho's amazing, to be fair. Like that, I'm annoyed they got that. I'm really annoyed they got that deal. I won't lie.
We should have got him instead of Ziyech.
he's gonna really. You're gonna see him next year, and you're gonna go, "That's Sancho," because in the Premier League, he's not gonna be able to do the stuff that he did in Bundesliga.
Oh, he definitely will.
Yep.
He'll be fine. It'll be what fucks him up will be
Okay.
Ollie's coaching. That would be what fucks him up, and the fact that he constantly, like, realistically,
I am anticipating Sancho not to have the best of first seasons, but it's
I'm gonna shoot,
Bundesliga.
guys. We'll see you later.
Bless
Alright,
Sancho.
Andrew.
Take
Cheers,
care,
Lewis.
man.
Bless. Big up.
Yeah, again, he's somebody that likes the ball. He'll hold on to the ball, and if you do that in the Premier League and you don't move it
Big up,
quickly enough,
Andrew.
the defense gets set, and it's very, very difficult to do what you want to do. So,
Have you seen Tammy Abraham news yet? Have you ever seen Tammy?
Oh yeah, we've been through the Tammy Abraham
Yeah.
news. Fucking for those who are just in new as well, Manchester United, Arsenal, West Ham. What was the other club? Aston Villa and Leicester City have all registered interest in Tammy Abraham and have inquired with Chelsea. Yeah, we've been through that. Clubs looking to sell players before they buy. If the club looks to buy a centre forward, it's likely Giroud and Tammy Abraham will have to be sold before it can happen. So we're likely going to see one or two of them leave first. But I don't really see Tammy leaving until late in the transfer window.
Yeah, Tammy looks like a deadline day signing, man. Yeah.
He really does, you know. I see that. Like
Yeah,
last
I
week
could
or two of the
imagine Jim
window.
White, that annoying Jim White. Oh, Tammy Abraham, he's going to Aston Villa for 40 million pounds. I hope it happens, man. Nothing
Still-
against Tammy, but
I still think
If
Declan
Chelsea
Rice
want to
is
start a bidding war for Tammy, then it's going to have to happen late in the window. It's not going to happen now.
I still think Declan Rice is gonna join. He's just twerking for us so badly.
we're not getting Declan Rice.
God help us. What was the other stuff the loan army's been saying?
that
Reading
performance
are
from him was
interested in
shit,
Ian
bro.
Matson. Swansea interested in George McEachran. Talks ongoing with Trevor Chalobah and West Brom. Crystal Palace have taken an eye at Conor Gallagher, Mark Gay, and Ethan Ampadu. And Southampton's also been looking at Conor Gallagher as well. So it looks very likely Conor Gallagher's going back on loan for the season.
He might be sold.
Why can't we sell him?
He might be
With a
sold for
buyback.
£15 million.
Yeah, with a buyback.
We don't do buybacks.
No buyback.
Apparently, Thomas Tuchel.
We don't do buybacks anyway.
Apparently, Thomas Tuchel likes the
It's time though. It's due. I mean, we should.
Yeah, but barely any English clubs. I don't think any actually do buyback clauses. It's a European thing. We don't do it, or very rarely.
Cool.
I've already said needs to go on loan.
Why do you
I think Ake and Boga had one.
Low-key, I can't hear you, man.
One sec. YJ, try speak closer to your mic. We really can't hear you.
Also, what was the team you said were interested in Ampadu?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better.
What was the team you said were interested in Ampadu, Gueye, and Gallagher on loan?
Palace.
Palace.
All three of them.
I tell you what, that with their centre back situation,
I think
Gueye and Ampadu might not be a bad shout of going on loan there.
I'd rather send Mark Gay there, to be honest.
Yeah, because Cahill, well, at the minute, Cahill, Dan, and Sacco are all out of contract. I know Sacco's definitely not getting a new contract. They're trying to sort out contracts for Dan and Cahill, but that leaves only Dan, Cahill, and Tompkins, I think, as the only three centre backs they have.
Apparently, Thomas Tuchel likes the Wolfsburg centre back.
Which Wolfsburg centre back?
Lacroix.
Lacroix.
That's old. That's old news. Not going to happen.
And as well with the Gallagher thing, Southampton's a good move for him because the type of coach he'll be working on is very similar, and their system they play is very good.
There was a comment in chat since I'm so adamant that Rice won't sign. What would I do if he signs? Fine, I back him. I'm saying you're not paying £150 million for Erling Haaland and then going to play £100 million for Rice. And that's what they want for him. So you can say, well, what if we gave him Tammy and this amount? No, they want £100 million because they're not selling their captain going into a European year. Just not going to happen.
If we sign Haaland, Alfie and Mino want the money so badly.
Well, that's true. That's what
I'm saying. We could go for
the best broken condom in history.
They deserve it, man. They created the beast.
Lukaku is staying Inter. He's staying at Inter.
He is, but they put a fee on him, so Inter can sell.
Yeah, Inter will sell.
Next summer, I think.
Yeah, you give him the right amount, they will sell.
They're still in financial problems because there's nothing keeping the owner from taking the money and bouncing back to China. Understand, he's a Chinese owner.
Yeah.
He owes money to the Chinese government, which you do not ever want to do, because they just won't say we're going to foreclose on you. They'll put you in jail for the rest of your life. Okay, so he owes serious money to the Chinese government because that's your responsibility under communism as a citizen. So
when is the end of the transfer window?
August
31st.
August 31st.
Okay, so we got a lot longer than we realised. Obviously, not to get Haaland, we got to do that before pre-season. But I thought the window would close a lot earlier. Banter, how was your nap, G?
I wasn't napped.
You had a nap?
I was topless.
Topless again, huh?
What were you doing?
I was topless.
He was fat. He had a fan in there, and he was topless. I don't know. Just saying.
It's hot in here.
What was the fan's name?
Dyson.
Oh, that thing. See, you guys all thinking you had a fan in there. Like you're some big
fan in there. Because it's very hot.
Out with some groupies. Love that.
Yep.
What other one?
Just a play on words, Fata. Fan and fan.
Anyway,
guys, do you actually think Jorginho deserves Ballon d'Or? Do you actually believe that?
No, maybe actually. Maybe.
If Italy win the Euros, there's no reason for his name not to be up there.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
we're gonna let that
I believe.
Oh,
The shade.
hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Have you seen the bookies like who the favourites are?
Power
The top
ranking,
15
power
Nah.
for the
Power
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
depending on which side.
Is it you? Is it you?
I think I saw it a couple of days ago. Do you know who's top at the minute? Who's favourite?
Harry Kane.
Who's favorite?
Messi, yeah.
Oh,
Messi. Yeah.
If he wins the
Harry
Copa
Kane's in
America,
the top 5, is he not?
Say again.
I kind of
Where's
expect
Harry
that.
Kane in that?
Harry
Probably
Kane
top
is.
five.
There's like 4 people that are joint third, and Harry Kane's one of them, I think. With
Okay.
Kante, Lewandowski, and Mbappe.
Mbappe?
Mbappe.
Let me find it.
Oh wait, Mbappe.
yeah,
Bro, I heard that one late as well. What's Mbappe done to get that?
They do
Yeah, he's not even won the
He
league.
won the French league.
He's not even win
They
that.
do everything to protect that boy, man. I'm sick of it, man.
bro, if PSG don't win the Champions League this season, it's going to be a huge failure. If they don't win it.
It's a failure anyway right now for them because they bowled it like.
Yeah, do you want me to read you the whole list of the top 15?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So joint 14th is Mount and Gnabry.
Okay.
So this isn't the actual list. This is like the bookie's favourite.
Yeah, yeah.
Joint 12th is Foden and Haaland. 11th is Immobile. 10th, Lukaku. 9th, De Bruyne. 8th, Sterling. 7th, Neymar. I was wrong. Joint third is Kante, Lewandowski, Mbappe, and Ronaldo. Second is Kane. First, Messi.
I think Jorginho should be definitely top 15.
From which publication?
Disrespect on Jorginho.
But Kante, that's good for Kante. Again, top 3 favourites at least.
Yep, but I told you, I gave you Kane yesterday. If
I don't
England
think
wins the
France not
Euros,
winning.
Messi will win
Kane's
it.
going to be up to second.
Messi will probably win it.
I reckon there's a high chance.
I've never seen a player that hasn't played in the Champions League.
If he wins the Copa America, is 100%.
I would say that's the only way he deserves it is if he wins the Copa America. Because the only thing he did this year was get the Golden Boot in Spain. Barcelona didn't win the league. So
who is there to really compete with Messi for Golden Boot now? Anyway,
people are forgetting it's a calendar.
Gerard Moreno.
Moreno.
Yeah.
Suarez.
Suarez, yeah, okay. Suarez, yeah, I will. Yeah, Suarez is a good player.
Suarez, Moreno, and
Mason
Moreno.
Mount.
All right, gentlemen, it's about that time to go to work, make some money.
Love to hear that, Mikey. Pick up yourself. Enjoy your day, my guy.
Yes, sir.
That's about 10 hours. My last 10 hours this week. So.
Aye, good. Enjoy the rest of your week after that, man. Come on,
Bless,
G.
Chester. Bless.
Will
Bless,
do.
bro. Love. Right, we'll go through a few more of some of the outgoings while we're waiting through here. Chelsea have offered Ross Barkley out, and they're trying to get some of this. They're really treating Ross Barkley
Just
like
dominate his contract.
Nah. We can still get money for Barkley. Nah.
Yeah, we've already nearly made the money we spent to get him in anyway.
Trust me, Premier League club, some Premier League club will pay something for Ross Barkley.
On a real, who needs a number 10 right now that has attitude problems and might disappear for like?
Hey, but did you
50
think
million at best. 50 million. 50 million at best.
We can sign for like 10-15, I reckon. 10-15.
This guy had the perfect situation at Villa and fucked it up.
What
This
did he
guy
do?
had the perfect situation and he fucked it up.
He could have went to the Euros.
What did he do? Just like attitude-wise?
His attitude was shit. Dean Smith
Ah.
came out and said his attitude's shit. He didn't actually say that, but in other words, said his attitude's terrible. It's not good enough.
He's a bum. I don't want him in my club, man.
Bro,
Like, I think
and that
he's
was at
always had
Villa.
that potential
Like,
when he's younger.
How much lower are you going to go? Like, because I don't see Barkley willing to go to like a friggin' Burnley or something. No offense to Burnley, but like, I don't see him wanting to go there.
Championship.
I don't see him wanting to go to a relegation threatened team. Like,
Yeah, I think Aston Villa would be in his perfect move, but if he's messed it up over there, then
which West Ham?
They don't need
West
him.
Ham. Yeah, they got Lingard.
No, Lingard's he's loan finished.
Yeah, but I don't think Lingard is going to. I hope he goes
Yeah.
and they swap him with Rice, but I don't think Lingard is going to West Ham. So
But Arsenal,
and David
Arsenal, they might need
Moyes,
him.
David Moyes likes him.
Smith Rowe.
I always saw it that David Moyes likes Barkley, so
Yeah, you're correct
was
on
that
that.
Barkley-
But it says here the club are aware David Moyes is a fan of his, and they're hoping they can use him in a deal potentially for Declan Rice. Newcastle are also interested in him too. But those are the only two that have
Wait,
popped up.
Newcastle, send him there.
send him there. He
He can,
fits with
he can play a
Championship,
bit of Brexit ball with Steve Bruce. I'm sure he'll love that.
He may go Europe.
He'll love the nightlife in Newcastle too as well. It'll be perfect for him.
Yeah.
Might as well run with it.
Perfect for Barkley, man. That idiot.
Maybe Brighton.
Brian played good football.
Brighton. Yeah, he'd fit in there with their conversion rate. I'm sure of that.
Actually, Graham Potter would get the.
Fuck
I mean,
it,
I don't
hell.
think you can get the best out of West Barkley because his best is shit. But I think Graham Potter would do all right with him.
The only time you see Barkley good is in pre-season.
Yep, pre-season champion. That's it.
Prime's done in pre-season.
And then the season starts, and then he turns into fucking prime Bakayoko. But yeah, get Ross Barkley out. Happy with that. Zappacosta could potentially be going out on loan again, which is like, all right, cool.
To be
I
fair,
thought him being that left wing back would make him look a lot better and make him look a lot more attractive. But here we are. Figures of what teams are willing to pay for Zappacosta isn't close to Chelsea's valuation fee, so they want to add an option into his deal to buy if he is loaned, but they just can't get rid of him right now.
To be fair, like I think he had a decent season at Genoa last season, and there'd be plenty of Italian teams that would like want him because he's a decent fullback. Like he's an okay fullback. He's just not our level.
The
Literally what it
Napoli
is.
manager really wants Emerson. He had a few quits.
What Belletti?
Yeah.
I think he managed him at Roma. I think. Could be wrong there. I think he managed him at Roma.
Yeah, I did.
How is Drinkwater getting £120,000 a week?
Because
It's 'cause it costs 35 million.
To be fair, no, I can't ever complain about wages again at this club when I'm looking at Barcelona's wage budget. I can't ever do that again. Literally can't ever do that again.
Antoine Griezmann earns 800k a week, man.
I was watching Aaron's stream. I know this is a complete tangent. I just needed to mention this. I was watching Aaron's stream last night, the night before. These guys are paying €500,000 euros to Dembele and Umtiti to sit on a beach somewhere and play Football Manager. €500,000 a week.
If I was
Sergio Roberto's on over 250k a week, I think. So
if I
wonder how much is Jordi Alba as well.
It was in the higher. It was something like 100. It was high.
Yeah, it's under 200, but look, they're paying Umtiti and Dembele both like 245k a week.
It's the top.
How much is Jordi Alba on at Barcelona? Do you know?
I have no idea. I'll find a thing.
Because if anything, he should be like on 400k the way it's gone.
200k.
The thing is, guys like PK don't earn a lot, and Busquets they don't earn.
No, Busquets.
But they're like legends of the club.
No, Busquets is on a lot. He's one of their highest earners. Well, he was in that list. He's like 200 and something. Yeah, Busquets on 200 a week.
If all the top European clubs are smart, they'll get De Jong and Pedro off them.
Would you like to know how much De Jong is on a week?
De Jong on 420k a week.
400k a week.
And 800k
and I read he earned
800.
Do you know what
They
he earned
deserve
at
it, man.
Ajax?
What they did to us in 2009. They deserve that, man.
25k a week he earned at Ajax. Like
Pedro's such a baller, man.
Who was the negotiator for this Barcelona signings, man?
But why do teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid act broke then? Like when they're spending that much on per player, like
No, they are
They're just doing
broke.
it to themselves.
No, they are broke because they spend that much on players. That's why they're broke. It's because
I don't know how much you giving Dembele a week.
Fucking mind. That's what he did.
Yeah, how much you giving Dembele a week? They must have given him something high because he costs
Dembele's on
144 million.
Bro, he's on 245k a week to be injured and play Football Manager every week on a beach.
Is that what he does? He plays Football Manager.
Bro, like you've seen the videos of him playing it with Griezmann. He's always injured, so I'm trying to work out what he does in his free time. So I assume it's Football Manager.
One of the Barcelona rejects wants to sue Barcelona. They terminated
Rejects,
his contract. Yeah.
They wanted Willian. Number Barcelona
paid
wanted Willian off us for 60 million.
Yeah,
and we didn't take it
until you realize we didn't accept it. and we're even.
Yeah.
Take it.
They were 90 million for Richarlison once.
I don't know. Sometimes.
And
I
Charlotte
wonder
was
how
for
much would they
Richarlison.
gave Willian per week. They probably gave Willian like 300 grand a week easily, or 400.
The next few weeks
It's
is
just
big
that.
for Chelsea. The next few weeks.
The next,
We need,
Really?
yeah.
yeah. I hope we sign a fullback, and a striker, of course, and a midfield and all that. But
A good backup left back for Chilwell would be Gosens. He was born
Sorry?
in the Euros. A good backup left back for Chilwell would be Gosens.
Gosens,
He would
yeah.
cost over 40 million. Leicester, oh my god.
He's too good to be a backup.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to.
Too much money on left wing backs. I don't.
Again, I rather give that money to Haaland, man. Like, we don't need Woven Gosens. Like,
I also don't think on a
you won't
personal level
upgrade
we
our
want
team
him to
nothing.
be a backup.
If the Chelsea board don't back Tuchel and they sack him in the middle of the season, bro, it would get so
It's a
much
Chelsea thing. Like we just sack and move on, don't we?
Tuchel getting sacked. To say that
I
would
don't
be
know.
to say that their team isn't even in a good enough place right now.
Hey, Tuchel isn't
I
bad
think-
enough to bring us.
because
I think this
we
team's
have
good enough
no
to compete as it
clinical
is.
Let's
I
be
know,
honest.
but-
Everyone
But I
calls
think
our board.
I think Timo will be more clinical next season. More. I don't know how much more clinical, but I think he
next
he
season
get a
if he
few
doesn't
more
step
goals.
up, we need to sell him. Next season,
No, I believe he will. It's his first season in the Premier League. I think he's just adjusted, and hopefully he does get like 10 to 15 goals at least in the Premier League.
Chris, if you
So-
want
Everyone
a
calls our
job,
board.
Sorry?
Chris, if you want a job on my office, just let me know.
Mahalo
Yeah.
would be a great shout.
Mahalo.
In your office?
For versatility,
Yeah.
I'd say we could spend a bit more on him. So I would
Wait,
run
what-
that Arsenal.
Yeah, but his
Gotcha.
value is going to skyrocket now.
Private chat.
yeah, his valuation.
I will also
Borderline
say
Euros.
that.
Everyone calls our
Sorry,
board.
man, we ain't running with that. No.
Everyone calls our board that ruthless, but we sacked the manager that had us in 9th place after spending 250 million in a COVID window. How is that exactly ruthless? Every top European club, Chelsea, Bayern, Juventus, PSG, you name it, everyone would have sacked him. So we are not actually ruthless. It
No,
wasn't an
come on.
unfair sacking.
You know, as well, the
No,
reason people said, "Oh, Chelsea spent this and that other." The reason why we spent 250 is because we had a transfer ban. End of the day, and people are like, "We're gonna spend
Also-
that like that money every
Also,
year."
I think we are getting less ruthless. I think, and that comes from Conte's second season, because like he should have gone so much earlier than he did. He should have never made that FA Cup final.
Remember
Never.
Watford away?
With our managers,
He won 2
since-
trophies in 2 years.
Giroud is set for
But we
AC
haven't been
Milan.
ruthless with our managers since we won the Champions League.
Giroud
We're
is set for AC.
the same ruthless Chelsea. We haven't been that.
Weren't we ruthless with Di Matteo and Mourinho though?
Mourinho.
Mourinho, he deserves it.
Mourinho, no, we were a point off the relegation.
We
zone.
were 16.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
come on, that's too
But
much,
yeah,
man.
certainly, like we talked about it before, you mentioned before, like Sarri there were points in that season he could have really gone. Like if Abramovich had been as ruthless as he had been, Frank could have gone after that City loss. Really, or either the Leicester loss or the City loss, he really
the
should have gone
Arsenal.
after that.
Ancelotti
yeah.
was ruthless.
Conte could have gone
Ancelotti.
at plenty of other.
We're not as
Ancelotti.
ruthless as we used to
Jose,
be now.
even if you say we're ruthless, Jose could have been sacked months before we even got to that point.
The
That,
last
that
ruthless
Watford
thing was
game.
Ancelotti, man.
Or after
Bro,
we lost-
Ancelotti was too ruthless. He was too ruthless.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
Sack
talent.
or tunnel,
The
man.
thing is, with Ancelotti, it was declining. Like, I think in the 10-11 season, we won the first 3 games, like, we had the goal difference of plus 12 or 13, and we won 2 games in a row, 6-0 or something like that. And after that, the season turned into shit, man, even though we finished second. Like, wasn't a good season.
I could see Shevchenko as a future Chelsea manager. Shevchenko. He's really close to Ruhrmann.
I just want us to build something with Tuchel, if anything. I just want us to do that, but I know Chelsea are second club end of the day, but I just want us to build something with Tuchel.
Yeah,
'cause
but you
I
still
see
need
it in him.
Giroud is set for AC Milan. Tammy Abraham probably gonna leave, and if you're doing a Haaland no striker, we're gonna have no strikers. So it's good.
Tuchel is a good enough manager to not finish outside the top 4. Like, he wouldn't have us in 9th like Frank Lampard.
I know.
Well,
It's all depending on like what's happening. Players turned on him. If the players turned on him, then
Thomas
it doesn't
Tuchel
matter.
had Sarri, Lampard, and Conte is at Tuchel's versatile.
Yeah.
If one thing isn't working, we all
players-
change formations.
If the players turn on
We all try a
Tuchel,
different
then
style of play.
if the players turn
Yeah.
on Tuchel, then it will 100% happen.
And why would they have a need to turn on him though?
No reason, surely. Hopefully, no reason.
reason.
But we
And
got
which
rid of
players?
we got rid of
It's
Willian.
a
We
big
got rid of
if,
David Luiz. We got rid of those people who would snake.
Champions League in 4 months.
It's a
a
big
very
if.
young Chelsea squad. They should be looking up to him and calling him sir.
He
It's
resurrected
big-
Jorginho, Rudiger, Aspi wasn't even playing under Lampard. Like
No, not
he
really.
resurrected those
Christensen.
guys.
I don't think
Christensen.
they down tools. They didn't down tools for Lampard.
I think it was technical with him, man.
I couldn't see they down tools for him. With Jose, they down tools. With Conte, they definitely did, especially Willian. Willian did not like Conte. Who else had down tools for? David Luiz
Conte.
did down tools.
It's been a while. Money! What are you saying?
Hey, what's
Come
going
on,
on?
Jake.
Let's have it. Let's have
What are
it.
you
Ballon
telling me,
d'Or,
my
bruv.
guy?
Ballon d'Or is on the cards, mate. It's on the
Let's
cards.
go.
Ballon d'Or for Jorginho.
You know, nah, mate. Forget Jorginho, bruv. Mount's taking the European Cup home, bruv.
Let's
He's
fucking
taking it
go.
home, man.
Come on.
Yes. Let's have it. Come on, man. We know it's coming home.
Mount prop.
The vibe's there, man. The vibe is there. Money Mace. Is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do
oh
the
yeah,
business.
John, yeah.
Hey yo, you are one game away from your Mason Mount prop being fully justified, man. How are you feeling, bro?
Oh, mate, certified, bruv. Certified. You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
win.
I'm buzzing for it. Honestly, I'm waiting for the final now. I feel.
I'm surprised
all
you're
the-
even at work today. I thought you'd be hanging after last night.
I am hanging, bruv. I'm hanging, man. I had quite a few drinks last night, mate, and I was hanging this morning, but I've livened up a few Red Bulls and that, and coffee, and I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like let's go. Haaland's coming, bruv, as well. Let's have it right. Haaland's gonna come, mate. We're gonna get.
How do you know
Haaland.
that?
I
How do
know
you know
we're gonna
that?
get. I know. I got. Trust me. We're gonna get him, mate. We're gonna get him. He's
That's the
coming.
source. Trust me.
150 million, you know? 150
I don't
million.
care how much it is, man. But get him signed. Get that guy at Chelsea Football Club. The
No,
guy's
the
got
only
all the
thing we're
minerals.
hearing is that the longer that it takes, the less likely it's going to be, and we're more likely going to turn back
They
to
did
Lukaku.
the same thing for Sancho.
I'll be happy with Lukaku still. I'll be happy. I won't be disappointed.
Lukaku's not going to come, man. We don't.
He's staying at
Listen.
Inter.
Yeah, he's not going to come. But the whole thing is, yeah. Where I'm going to drop a little Johnny bomb, yeah, is
Yeah.
I'm not happy with the Gilmour situation. He's gone now. All right.
Why?
Of course you ain't.
Why?
He's gone. He's gone on loan. Because I'll tell you why I'm not happy. Yeah, the reason I'm not happy is we are now have to go in the market and get a midfielder. We have to get whether it's a Shermany, whether it's a Declan Rice, whoever
Yeah,
it
but-
is, man. You
Yeah.
have to go and get a midfielder.
Yeah,
all
but
right.
Billy Gilmour's finished future.
Can I-
He's not
can I
ready
say
yet.
to you,
He's not
Johnny?
ready yet.
But-
not
Johnny,
ready.
Can I say one thing?
not better than Jorginho,
Fabregas
he's
is
not
already
better
and
than Kovacic.
Fabregas and Perchek have already said Shermany is a very good footballer to have, and I trust Perchek 100%. Like he's
I
one who
trust-
gave
I
us
trust him
Mendy.
as well.
Johnny,
But
Johnny.
you got to understand, yeah. Shermany's what 2021. He's from the French league.
Yeah.
He's got to adapt. He's got to adapt to Premiership, whether you like it
But
or
he
not.
won't be signed, will he?
Johnny, Billy
do you mean?
Gilmour wants. Billy Gilmour
He
wants,
won't start over
first team
Jorginho
football.
Kante, will he?
So
Billy
so
Gilmour
we're going to
wants
sign him. We're going to sign a 30
Yeah, 30 million
pound
player bench player.
for a
30,
bench,
30,
yeah.
30.
When we've got a Billy
Yeah.
Gilmour who costs us nothing, who's got all
I
the
know, but
minerals
Billy
to
Gilmour's
play.
got Johnny.
wants first-
Johnny,
he
but
wants
the
first
thing
team
about
football.
Billy Gilmour,
that's-
a lot of us rate him, but he's got no experience. He's got
Right,
none.
so what you got to let me get to where I'm going with this, yeah.
Okay,
So
sorry.
where I'm taking us to, yeah, is Gilmour now is on loan. It's done. He's not coming back anytime soon. The season after he's coming back, right? Fair play. That's a done deal. You have to go and get a Shermany now. As a bench player, you've got to spend 30 million and wages, right? You can't offload players right now. You're struggling to offload players, yeah? Tammy being the number one that they want to offload because they get the most money for him. All right. So you got to wait for all that to happen. In the meantime, you are literally in a rat race with Raiola, Alfie, and all them, man. to get the Haaland deal done as quickly as possible. But now they're saying, if it's true, I'm not so sure it's true, but if it's true, let's go along the rumours. If it's true that if we buy Haaland, it stops us doing any more moves in the transfer window. All right?
Yep.
If that's the case, if that is the case, which is fairly realistic, it is
Hey, you've got the point there, man.
Yeah. If it is the truth, yeah, then why go and loan Billy Gilmour when he could have been our fourth choice, all right?
But he wants first team football.
And compete with Jorginho, because no other player, whether you bring in a Tchouaméni, a Rice, and you got Kovacic and Kante, none of them do what Jorginho does. Billy Gilmour is the only player that does what he does, and that's my point.
Gilmour wants first team football every weekend.
Yeah, but if Chelsea,
it's not a case of one. He needs it.
Yeah,
if Chelsea wanted him to stay, he would stay. All right, and if he was told, we're going to give you 15 to 18 games in the season, and you're going to, they're going to be top quality games that he's going to play in, or Jorginho gets injured, it could have happened. It could happen, but it's not going to happen because he's gone. Right, but the point is, Chelsea are now having to buy a midfielder and try and get Haaland, and that's very hard to do.
The only way I could realistically see it happen is the amount of games that we could play this season, because we're already on track to play about 65 games in the season.
Exactly.
If the worst thing happens and we drop out of the Champions League into the Europa, we're going to have more games on top.
To be honest, I think we loaned him out too early. We should have waited a bit more, because we kind of fucked ourselves, man.
But maybe what's happened? Billy Gilmour wanted to move, like just so we can actually have game time.
Yeah, it was a smart move to make.
Yeah, but it's always the club. It's the club that makes the decision. Bottom line, if the club are deciding to loan you and Tuchel's giving it a seal of approval, he's going on loan. But my point is, it does make things more complicated and harder, in my opinion, to put all your eggs into Haaland now, knowing that if you go and buy Haaland, you have to get an unbelievable deal for Tchouaméni to make sure that you can afford it. And that deal will only lie upon, all the personal terms will be agreed, that's standard, but the deal will lie upon who do you release, who's going to get loaned out, how much money are you going to get for a loan, who can you sell Tammy, and at the price you want Tammy. And you've seen Marina, the way she's moving. She wants 30 million for Emerson and 25 million for Alonso. Right, so no, Tammy's got to go for a minimum, in my opinion, 50 million. Minimum. No, that's too cheap.
Nah.
That's too cheap.
Relax, man.
Wait.
He hasn't got first team football for a few months.
Did you say 50 or 40?
He says 50.
50. Fuck.
Hey, but if guys like Ben White,
that's only happening if you start a bidding war. If you start a bidding war, you could actually raise that above the 40 million.
There's clubs.
It only happens if he gets.
We've already named 5 clubs that are interested in Tammy Abraham. If it gets late into the transfer window and they're all rushing to get a striker, you could sell him for more than the 40 million that we are originally.
And there is like we're looking at a Haaland for 150 million. That's because there's not many strikers around and that are available. Okay, Tammy's available, and he's 23 years old. He's proven in the Premiership. He's a great buy for the next club he goes to. Is a great buy. He will score them goals and he'll get better. So 50 million is absolutely fair. That is fair. If anything, I'd want 60.
Yeah, if guys like Ben White move for 50 million,
what are you smoking?
If guys
like Ben White move for 50 million, it's fair.
If you went to Euros and paid...
if you're what's his name, Ollie Watkins, and Ben White's are going for 55 million, and Tammy's worth 20 million on top.
Watkins is 30.
Did I say that Ben White moving for 50 million was a good deal? No, because it's a shit deal. That's a stupid deal, but it's Arsenal.
Yeah, but that's the goal.
Johnny.
Yeah, but it's British tax, isn't it? It's British tax on players. Like that's.
So why is it a good deal?
Why are Chelsea? Why do we have to sit back and go, yeah, we'll sell it. We'll just offload our player for 40 million and Ben White's and all these players, they go for 50. Nah, we're Chelsea. We're European champions. Tammy's a good quality player, man.
Because there's a big old difference. We're trying to sell Tammy. Ben White is not trying to be sold by Brighton.
How many years does he have on his contract left?
It's not as clear cut as that where we've openly said, oh, he's on the transfer market. No one's come out and said,
well, we're gonna lose him for free then, are we, next year?
Johnny.
No, but there's a lot of clubs that might that might hurt us in the sense that he's got a 2-year contract still. He's not got 1 year. He's
1
got
year.
a 2-year contract. No, he's got 2 years, bro.
He got 2 years.
He's got 2 years on his contract. So
Johnny.
you even next year, you could still get, if you don't sell him, you could still get 40 million next year. All right. But Tammy wants to go. He will push a move through because he wants to play football. He's not going to want to stay and not play football because if we go and buy a Haaland, he's not going to get a sniff.
I think we will get good money for him, man.
Yeah, we will. He's our most
40
valuable
million, that's
player
good.
to sell right now.
40
that we want
million
to
is
sell.
good. 40 million is good.
No,
deal.
it's not. No, it's not a good deal.
It is. It is.
No, it's not. It's not a good deal.
If you went
It's
to
only
Euros,
a good deal. It's only a good deal if it's part of the Haaland deal, and that ain't happening. That's the only way it's a good deal.
if you went to the Euros,
Okay,
and
who's
played football,
paying
it was a
50
loss.
million for him? Who's paying 50 million for him?
I don't know. There's clubs that have been sounded out, but I'm not in that game. Like I'm not gonna say this club and that club, but apparently there's like
Leicester can
5
get-
to 6 clubs that are after.
Yeah, we named them. As I said, Leicester can get someone for cheaper, half the price, who is as good or at least won't mind being on the bench because Tammy won't start at Leicester.
They already
United
got
don't
Daka.
need him. They have better players. Aston Villa don't need him because Watkins is in good form. West Ham could do with him. Don't need
Antonio.
him massively.
No,
It's not
West
a
Ham
massive
need him. I think
They have
don't.
Antonio.
Antonio.
They have Antonio.
And again,
he's
Antonio
always
starts
injured,
over
man.
Tammy.
He's
Antonio
injured.
starts
Yarmolenko
over
then.
Tammy. So then, and
Nah,
who's the fifth club we mentioned?
Yarmolenko isn't good at West Ham, man. Like,
Yeah, but you could be looking abroad as well. I don't think it's just Premiership. I think there might be some European clubs after Tammy.
If you
Maybe
went
in
to the-
Germany.
Cool.
If you
Then
went to the-
they're definitely not spending 50
No,
million on a player that
Johnny,
isn't proven in their
man.
league and might be a risk.
no German club can afford 40 million. Like, they can't.
If
Only
you went to-
Dortmund and Bayern Tammy isn't good enough for that.
If you went to the
Never.
Euros,
The bottom line is, the Haaland deal, right? I think. Well, from what I've heard, terms are already done in the sense that like that's all agreed. Chelsea have had a sit down with Raiola and Alfie, and it's all about the fee, right? But you also got to look at it as if they go in and they just land in a bid. Like I think Chelsea are going to put in a bid, but they're going to put in a serious bid, not just like a test the waters bid. It's going to be this is a kind of take it or leave it deal. They might put down 130 million sterling, all right. So it is that 150 million euro mark. Where Dortmund, they're a business at the end of the day. They're shareholders that own the club. They're going to look at it from business perspective and go, next year we're going to get less. We're getting less than half of that. All right. So they're gonna think that's for sure, and I think they will take it. But where Chelsea want to get in with, I think Chelsea getting the best deal is if they can do what's it called, like an installment scheme. Not taking a piss though. Like give them a nice percentage up front.
Yeah, and Marina can sometimes take the piss, man. Like I could imagine.
Yeah, but Holly, this time, I don't think this is where it's gonna be a test.
We can't fuck this up, man.
No, this deal for Marina is not a normal deal that she's like. It's not like Havertz deal.
Yeah, Woman is behind it.
This is a different deal. This is a one-shot kill, in my opinion. I don't think you're gonna go like with Havertz. I will offer you 60 million and add-ons, and then and then eventually get to where they want to be. I think Roman, if he wants him, he's just going to go in hard, man.
For me,
Yeah, you got to go in hard, man. Like
for me, the problem is not the money. It's just the money for Mino Raiola and Alfie Haaland. They just
forget
want so
that.
much money.
That's in deals we never hear about anyway. They're all in the big deals.
We can afford 150 million. We can afford it.
That's not where Chelsea also, they don't want to get embarrassed. Not embarrassed, but if you go in with like 140 million bid and it's turned down, or you do make that signing, they want that figure to be known in the media. That's what they paid. Like with Havertz, it was 72 million, but actually with all the add-ons, it's a lot more. Because
Big up Artem saying we don't need a midfielder. We got that beast Bakayoko. I know you're taking the piss, but appreciate it.
Bakayoko.
I wonder.
That Watford game. Oh my god, that Watford game.
Just that Watford game. He's had way worse games than that.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid at home.
Here we are.
That 1-1 game.
Listen, Tuchel, we've seen Tuchel make players better. Like you look at players that he's actually made them better. But I don't know with players like Bakayoko, Barkley, and Loftus. I just don't see it, man.
Tuchel can get a tune out of Bakayoko. I want Tuchel to train.
Man, he a goddamn greatest if he does, man.
At least the players we've seen him improve. The players we've seen him improve have started from a decent level. Bakayoko is starting from rock bottom.
He is bad. He's bad, man. He's bad.
He's starting from Jaya, man.
I think he can develop Loftus-Cheek. I think he can develop.
Same. I think he could turn Loftus-Cheek into a good squad player.
He can play him a double pivot. He needs to change his game. He needs to change.
Loftus-Cheek.
He can't play it as a box to box.
I don't think his playing style allows him to be fit, man. I think he does too much running for his size, man.
That's why I think what is it? Tuchel will be able to manage his injuries because he did that really well with other players last year. He managed their injuries really well, and that's why I think if there was any other manager, I would say no. But I think Tuchel's the one manager that I can actually see getting a tune out of Loftus-Cheek and developing him into something where you don't have to use him all the time. He doesn't need to play all the time, but he would be a good squad player and a good option.
Guys,
and he can help develop his game.
With Rice. If England go and win the Euros, mate, they're gonna rocket that. They're gonna try and get as much more money, right? Like I hope love Rice, man. Rice is
he's a quality
player. No, he's not a footballer, man.
No, he's not.
He didn't show his quality last night, man.
Delaney and Højbjerg made him look decidingly average last night. So
I think England looked good towards the end. Denmark
was dancing past him,
but he still looked like shit. Like
if you took Mason Mount out of that game yesterday, the pivot would have been totally exposed.
Mason Mount was shocking yesterday. What do you mean?
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He was average. He was.
Why was he average? He created more chances. He created more chances than the whole Denmark side, bruv. He created the most chances in the whole team.
Oh no!
He dug in everywhere on that pitch.
Here we go.
He was. Listen, don't even go there. Yeah, Mount.
Are you talking? Hang on. You're talking about the same Denmark side. You're talking about the same Denmark side that defended for the majority of that game. So no wonder they didn't create a lot of chances.
They didn't create shit because Mason Mount and the press didn't allow them to.
Because they defended for most of that game and tried to hit from counter-attack, which they did.
They couldn't get out.
They offer you a balanced perspective.
Denmark only got their goal and they played the way it was from the...
First off, they were better. First off, they were way better.
Okay.
Poor cheap count. He was everywhere on that pitch. Everywhere. The energy, the pressing. He was digging out. No, he was not average, bruv. He was not average, man.
He wasn't showing for the ball like Rice.
What? Rice?
What do we say about Rice?
Rice and Phillips
he had a very good game yesterday.
Nah, that's very good, man. Listen, hey,
shit, man.
Declan,
Rice got skinned by Martin Braithwaite.
I don't know what.
Talking about that curry rice you had after the game, you weren't talking about Declan, Johnny, were you?
Well, Declan was ass, man.
The problem with Rice, he doesn't show for the ball like Bellingham or Henderson. He doesn't show for the ball.
Don't say that, please.
And I was getting spun in the entire first half.
John Henderson should start the final. Kevin Phillips was shit as well. Like
they won't make that change, though. It'll be Phillips and Rice.
I thought Phillips had a very, very bad game yesterday. I don't think he was good at all.
And Rice.
I don't think he was good.
Okay.
They both look like headless chicken.
He wasn't.
Okay.
As soon as Declan Rice got off the pitch, we won the game. Simple. As soon as Rice and Mount got off the pitch.
What made you think Phillips' game was worse than Rice's?
I thought Phillips was good.
I think both of them. Mount was better than both of them by miles, clear miles.
Yeah. I agree, but he wasn't very good either.
They struggled. They both struggled. They just lost the ball. They were losing the ball a bit too easy, and they were allowing Denmark in. They're just getting caught out for me in the game. But I still think they held their own, and they rode the storm, and that's all you can ask. And also, these are high-level games, man. Like you switch off for one moment, you get found out. And unfortunately, I think Denmark they scored an unbelievable free kick and they got the goal. But England were always, in my opinion, were always going to win that game. I don't think Denmark were ever going to win that game. So
yeah, as soon
I
as
think
the Danish Maldini
Rice
came
and
off,
Phillips got away
they had no
with
chance.
it. They got away with it.
Yeah,
against Italy, they will. If they play like that against Italy, they're getting done. In the middle of the park, they get done.
Italy
You're
will
so
dominate
close to
that midfield.
And then the injury.
I think it will be a cagey
Italy will
game.
dominate.
It will be
Italy will
boring.
dominate that game, man.
It will be
But
a
all
boring
these Chelsea fans
No,
rooting for Rice and not rooting for Jorginho and all this shit. Get out of here, man.
He's not even our player.
That midfield of
Ain't our
Italy
player,
is going
man.
to
Like
run
he's a West
through
Ham.
our
He's from
midfield.
Barella,
He's from that
Jorginho,
scum,
Verratti.
bruv.
Oh my
He's from
God.
that scum. We don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if
Yeah,
if England
exactly.
turn up
Can you
and they press
imagine?
and they're
Can you
aggressive
imagine
and they try and
Schalke
stop
fans
Italy?
bringing up Dortmund
Johnny,
players?
can you admit that Mount was average yesterday?
Italy will run
Yeah,
through
man.
us.
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
Johnny, but Mount was average yesterday. Can you admit that?
No, I don't think Italy run through it. I think Italy are knackered. They're knackered from the Spain game. I'll tell you that now. They're all battered from that
And
game.
we're not.
Extra time.
Sorry, and we're
They
not.
played the game before us.
No,
And we're
because
not. Are you,
playing.
oh,
No,
you're
but,
off your
no,
face.
yeah.
You're off your head.
No, I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because playing
You're off your
Spain.
head.
No, playing Spain the way Spain play. Denmark don't play like Spain. If Denmark played like Spain, England would be fucked. Yeah, but they didn't.
Who did more running yesterday, England or Denmark?
Denmark.
What do you mean? Who did?
We
who
did.
more
Denmark.
running?
Because
Denmark
we
took
had
gas.
more of the ball.
No, when
I'm
you got the
holding that
ball,
one
you're
as
less
well.
tired, bruv. What are you talking about? It's when you ain't got the ball that you're knackered. And Italy
Well, no, if
didn't
you're
have the ball
defending,
against
if you're
Spain.
literally defending in lines and you're not moving, then you're not running about.
No, if you've got possession of the ball like England had, they always had possession of the ball. It's
Yeah,
the team
but it
that's
wasn't
chasing
like we
the ball
had
and
possession.
knackered.
We were passing around slowly. We were going forward and attacking. Therefore, we were making runs. Yeah, runs. So movement.
Yeah. So what?
Mount was average.
So we ran more.
No, how did we run? Explain to
Because
me, yeah.
Denmark
Explain,
literally had
explain
two
to
banks
me.
of 5. That's
Yeah,
all they
all
played
right,
with.
but how does Spain play, bruv? When you play Barcelona, when Chelsea played Barcelona, we are chasing the ball throughout the whole 90 minutes. Add on
weren't
another half an hour.
Italy defended like Denmark did yesterday because all they wanted was penalties.
Bruv, did you see
could
all
tell
their
that
players
the
after
whole
the game?
time.
They're all fucked. They're all knackered. They're all gone. England players weren't like that. They weren't like the Italy players. Spain are a different level team to Denmark. Spain play saucy passing, man, possession play. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I'm
got the
saying?
Spanish touch, like
They
Billy
got the
Gilmour.
Spanish touch. I don't think you get it, Scott, bruv.
That midfield will dominate
If you
England.
play
Who's got that
football,
Bakayoko?
if you've played football and you're chasing the game for 90 minutes, you are knackered, bruv. If you got the ball, you're less tired. That's just
Big
the way
up
the
Babs
game
in the
is, bruv.
comment section, my G.
To be
You know
fair,
what I'm saying?
Johnny, I agree with you from my own experience playing football.
Yeah,
Chasing the
man.
ball it's exhausting, man.
Big up Artem as well, saying, Johnny, I love Mount, but yesterday he was average. At certain times, I forgot he was even on the pitch. I didn't think it was one of his better performances.
No.
but
You
wouldn't have
don't
said
watch
he
the
was
invisible
average.
game, man. You don't watch what he does. Where he is, where he digs in, how he stops the other team playing. You got to watch his game, man. You should just study Mount, bruv. Just go and watch the game and study him, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the art of Mason Mount because he's an artist, bruv, and he's cooking.
Footballing
nice.
encyclopedia.
Bruv, he's
Hey,
cooking.
Johnny, don't worry. Your boy will start in the final, man. That's for sure.
He's gonna score in the final, man, and everyone's gonna be in the mud.
Johnny, out of 10, how do you rate his performance yesterday? Out of 10.
What, Mount?
Yeah,
I'd give him. Well, he never gives under a
Don't be
7.
deluded, please.
So
Under
I'd probably
7?
give it, no, he never gets under a 7. He's consistent, man.
No,
So
7.
I would give him.
Leicester
I'd
FA
give
Cup
him-
final.
I'd give him. No, he was our best player in the FA Cup final. He's the closest
No,
to us scoring.
no, man. Come on, man. I
What are
mean,
you talking
I love
about?
Mason Mount, but he wasn't the best player. in
4.
FA
I'll give him a
Cup.
4, man.
A
Nah.
4. You're smoking something, mate. You're gone, mate.
He was a good 6. 6.
Nah, mate. He was a solid 7.5
4 or 5.
8 for me.
Solid 6.
You take him out of the side. You take him out of that side. England probably would have gone to penalties, mate. More than likely.
Because
Maybe
you have
lost.
Rice and
Maybe
Phillips
lost.
and they're shit, bro.
No, they would have lost because
Hang on,
you
let me
haven't
unwatch something.
got the protection. You haven't got the protection of Mount in front of the pivot, and that's vital. He's the glue of the England team. He's the glue of Chelsea
Kane,
Football Club.
Kane had to go
Just name
deep.
us an 8, man.
Kane had to go deep. Kane had to go deep because Mount was not.
Kane's always deep, bruv. He's deep, so deep. He's nutting his misses every game, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Kane's that's his game now. He's playing on left wing, right wing. He's centre mid. He's everywhere, Kane. Yeah, but because he's got runners around him. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Kane done his bit. He scored the penalty. Well, he almost
That was the
missed it, but he
first.
scored it.
That was
You know
the
what I mean?
first good all-around game he had in this tournament, Harry Kane.
Yeah. But you need pace to
His
step up.
first good game. Took him a long time.
I would drop Mount for on Sunday. I'll put in Grealish.
You are on some serious
I would
meth,
as well.
bruv.
I would drop him as
You're
well.
on meth.
No,
You're
I'd
on
drop him as
crack.
well.
You're on crack and meth, you lot.
For the
No
fight.
way is he getting
Yes.
dropped.
Sterling,
way.
Grealish, Saka, and
Wait.
Oh, you
We're gonna
clueless,
do this
man.
in two different ways. Scott, why would you drop Mason Mount first, and then we'll go Johnny. Why would you keep him?
Oh boy.
Because we've seen it with that Spain game, especially having Pedri and Olmo in that team, two drivers and two runners with the ball and off the ball, saw that it gave Italy problems. Mount won't do that as well as Foden will, or Grealish. I think Grealish should play as the 10 anyway, because it's not Saka. Sterling won't get dropped. I think Sancho should play on the right to give Emerson problems, because again, that's how you're going to get at him. And Grealish should be at the 10 because he's the best driver of the football of all of our attacking.
Emerson will play in a final.
He's not going to start Grealish. I guarantee
We need
that.
technical players.
Because he's
Cool,
subbed him
I
off
did. We weren't talking about who he was going to start, because he'll start
Johnny.
like the people he wants.
I'll tell you he's going to start.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna
Grealish has no chance. That boy.
Johnny,
Like,
we need
he'll
technical
probably
players.
he'll probably play 5 at the back and play Trippier. Like
He's going to start. He's going to start Money Mace. That's who he's starting, mate.
Doesn't
Yeah?
mean he should.
No. Of course he
Grealish
should.
should start. Grealish
Should.
should.
Every
Grealish should start at the 10.
every
Grealish should start
every
at the 10.
Hey,
pundit.
but sorry, I'm not buying
every
Foden,
pundit,
man.
bruv.
If you're
Lineker, Shearer,
Cool.
Gary Neville,
I
Ferdinand,
don't
all of them, bruv.
give
Every
a
single one.
flying
All right. Let me finish here. I'll let you.
Johnny,
spill,
why you getting
yeah,
angry?
your
Why you getting
nonsense.
angry, man?
No, because he's a Chelsea fan, and that's what angers me, bruv. That's what
I'm a
angers
Chelsea
me.
fan.
I'm looking at
I'm a
it
Chelsea fan.
objectively.
No, it's
I'm
not
not looking at it
objectively
with my
because you're
rose-tinted
not understanding the
spectacles on.
game, bruv. To take Mason Mount out of that England side, yeah, the energy and the pressing, the work rate he gives, no one else can give that in the middle of the park.
I like sliding
one.
tackles.
No, it's not even about sliding back. It's about positional plays, intelligence. It's running, it's pressing. Against Italy, he's perfect for Italy. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
He's going to run him ragged, mate. I'm
We
telling
need
you.
technical players. We need technical
He's
players.
our
like
best
Grealish.
chance creator as well, bruv. 4 chances he created, and we could have scored at least 2
Is
of
that the
them.
most in the
minimum.
match?
Yes,
It's corners.
that was the most of the
mainly
match,
from
Lewis.
corners.
Correct,
Mainly
man.
from corners.
Correct.
Mainly.
3 of them are Maguire headers.
It doesn't matter. They are
from
chance
corners.
creations. No one else created, so I'm not hearing anyone else creating chances. And
To
we've
be
got
fair-
Grealish, we got
to be fair-
Fodens, we got Rush. What's his name?
I don't
Sterling's.
understand the Foden
We got
shots.
Saka's. Where was Saka creating, bruv?
He was
Apart
good.
from
He was better than
the
Mount.
own goal, that was it.
Mason
Everything
Mount-
else,
Nah, but what
nothing,
did he
bruv.
actually do?
The second most chances for England at
For
the
Foden?
Euros, like missing the 2 games.
Money Mace, bruv. Money Mace. And I'll tell you about
Oh
Mason
right,
Mount.
you made more chances
Listen,
than the whole Denmark team.
Yes, bruv. Listen.
Yeah, as I said,
Mason
Denmark
Mount,
plays
yeah.
defensively.
Mason Mount.
Corners.
When you take,
Ah,
I'll tell you the only negative with Mason Mount. The only negative, right?
Oh, we're
But
back here a negative. I'm
no.
very surprised.
Yeah. There's 2 negatives actually. The one,
There's
the
a
one,
lot.
the first negative is, yeah, he's got the world-class minerals. He needs to keep it up. The second one, yeah, is that when you take Mason Mount, when you take him out of a game, bruv,
Oh my God.
or he misses 1 or 2 games, he's a momentum player. He needs a game or so to adjust. Today was better than the last game. His previous game
Johnny.
wasn't as good as this performance, and that's the
Johnny.
negatives. Everything
Johnny.
else, he's a baller, bruv. Take it how you like it. Drink them minerals, son. You
Johnny,
need
do
them.
you think?
Big up Goyem saying saw some bum begging for food and money backstage.
To be honest, Foden hasn't done shit either, man. Like,
my bad, Johnny.
if you're going to criticize
Johnny.
Mount,
Johnny, so you think
Big up
Mount is
yourself,
better than Grealish?
Goyem. Come on, G.
What?
Do you think Mount is better than Grealish? You think
No,
Mount
they're
is better
different
than Grealish?
positions, bro.
They're not.
Because
They're
Mount,
both number 10.
Same.
let me.
Mount
Actually, no.
plays in one of
So
the
you're
camps.
right.
Actually,
Mount's not
hold
10,
on.
he's an 8.
No, hold on a minute. I'm sure yesterday's game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Grealish playing the same team as Mason Mount? Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
nah,
yeah,
Grealish
yeah,
is
yeah.
a left winger. Let's
Right,
be real.
the
He's a
reason
left
I'll tell you the
winger. He doesn't
reason.
play 10
The
for
reason he
That's
doesn't
not
play
He comes in
Grealish.
deep. He comes
Listen,
deep.
the reason he doesn't play Grealish because he likes to start Sterling on the left. Grealish is better on the left. So when he brings on Grealish, he has to put Sterling on the right, and that's why he doesn't start
He
with
can
Grealish.
play Grealish at the 10, but he won't.
No, he won't play. He won't play.
You know,
Mason
so-
Mount is in the middle, bruv, and that's
You know
whether you
this.
like it or not. He's in the middle, mate.
Exactly.
Someone's
Yes,
asking
because
for the link.
Grealish, bruv, when Saka
we're
was
gonna end this
playing,
game
yeah,
anyway.
when Saka was playing, yeah, all right, the link up and the hold up play was nowhere near as good as Grealish. Now, because Mason Mount was digging fucking minerals to protect the pivot, right? Because Saka and Sterling don't hold the ball well enough, it doesn't give him enough time to support the attack. When Grealish came on, different gravy, bruv. Held the ball, Mason Mount could get in the positions, chance creations, no problem. That's the difference. You have
But
Mount with Grealish or a Foden. That's
Johnny,
how you play.
Johnny, as soon as Mount and Rice got subbed off, we put on Henderson and
Yeah, because
Foden, and we were better.
Mount is tired because he played a full 90 minutes the game before after being out for 2 games, and
Sterling was
he's
tired.
resting.
He played 120 minutes.
He's resting him. He's resting him for the final, Mason Mount, because he does a lot of dog work. He does more dog work than fucking Sterling, Kane, and Grealish all put together, mate. All right.
But
So
we need
that's
technical
why.
players.
Sorry.
We need
Where
technical
was he playing
players.
yesterday? Was he in an
Declan
attacking
Rice.
position? Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
We need
So
technical
where
players
was
in
he
the middle
playing
of the
yesterday? Was
park.
he in the attacking position? So I want him to do stuff in the attacking. Don't give a shit about dog work.
Oh, all right. So you don't want
Don't
no one to
care.
do dog work. You just want everyone to run us
We
ragged,
need
yeah?
technical players like Grealish and Foden.
What's with this passion thing?
Bro,
This,
Mason
like,
Mount has got
play
technique
for the
as well,
bad
man.
shit.
Please,
You don't
Brexit
know
ballers.
ball, mate. You don't know ball, mate. That's what you're
What do
talking.
you
That's
say?
how you're talking to it. Yeah, it
Whatever
is what I
you
say.
say,
It is
my
what I say.
guy.
It is, my guy. My G, Scott. It's what I say, mate. Isn't it, mate? Isn't it? Isn't it, Sam? Hey? Are we getting all big bollocks now, are we?
I lose mad brain cells when I hear you
I
talk.
thought we are, Scotty boy. Yeah, of course, mate. Don't bring minerals
I
to me,
hear-
mate.
I
'Cause you
lose
can't
brain
back
cells
it,
listening
all
to you
right?
talk.
You can't back it, man. You don't know
finished?
ball, man. Listen, even
Oh,
Grealish, the guy you backing, Grealish, even he said if you don't rate Mason Mount, you don't think you should be in the team, you don't know ball. Well, that is Scott, mate. That's Scotty to a T. That's the Scotty T, blood clot, blood. That's Scotty blood. That's Scotty blood.
You finished?
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's have it right.
Clown. That's what you
Nah,
are.
mate. I know
clown.
ball, mate. I know
Little bit
ball.
wig, big red nose.
I know
big
ball,
shoes.
mate. I know ball. I know ball. My shoes, mate. You ain't got fucking feet to fill
You
my
know
shoes,
ball.
son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, bruv? You know what I'm saying? Man thinks you get tired when you ain't got the ball. When you ain't got the ball, you're fucked, bruv.
Okay.
When you got the ball, yeah. Stop saying okay, man. It's a childish game for you, innit? We're not in school, bruv.
Okay.
Relax, man. Relax.
Oh, he's doing a little rap, is he? Is he Eminem all of a sudden?
Versus Andrew again. Let's just chill.
Get back to the paradigm,
Johnny, we need technical players like Grealish. We need
I
technical
just told
players
you
like
what Grealish done. How he supports the midfield. How he holds
Bro,
the ball.
Grealish ain't starting, man.
You know Southgate wouldn't drop Sterling or Saka.
You can't drop Sterling. Sterling's bagging goals. He's been fantastic.
And you can't drop Saka, who's been one of our best players.
No, he hasn't been. He's been good for about. He's been good for like a first half, maybe 60 minutes, but then he gets tired, bruv. He ain't got the minerals to last in this level. He ain't got it. He ain't got the experience. If you left Saka on, you'd be struggling.
To be honest, man, I don't get, as a German fan, I like Jadon Sancho, man. I don't get how Saka is starting over him. I don't get that decision, man.
Yeah.
Like, Sancho is much better than him in every department. Like, every department. And if you're calling Mason Mount a workhorse, Saka has that as well. Like, his best quality is his work rate. That's why he gets played in 7 positions.
He does what other players don't do, Holic, and that's why he's special, mate. He's special.
Johnny. Give me a reason why Mount is better than Grealish. Give me a reason.
What?
Give me a reason that Mount is better than Grealish.
No, I'm not saying they're different players, bruv. You can't compare them like that. They're just different. Grealish is a very offensive left-sided player. Mount is versatile. He plays in the middle. He can play an 8. He can play a 10. He can play on the right and drop in. He can play in a pivot. Grealish can be doing that.
He can play as a cam. Grealish.
Yes, but Southgate will not drop Mount because of what Mount gives to the team. He's a team player, bruv.
But it's a final.
What do you not understand? You need a player that plays for the team, bruv.
Does this guy Jenny think Grealish will start after what Southgate has just done.
Man's
with
undroppable,
Grealish.
I can't lie.
He embarrassed him, man. He embarrassed him, man. Sucked him off.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm up for the Mount debate till the fucking end of his career, mate, because that's how it's going to be with you lot. And I'm all good with that, bruv. MM19 Hive Rise, we're all good. We're sitting nice prim proper with our Champions League assist and holding our trophy, bruv, because you all mudded him. Now you all fucking want to come at him playing for England, but forget what he done for Chelsea Football Club. Let's have it right. Put respect on Mason Mount's name. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. Respect your player. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Big up Mason Mount.
Big up, bro. Yes, Lewis.
Lewis,
Big up Mason Mount, man.
Lewis, put up that Scott comment.
I'll say it. Am I wrong?
Chelsea.
Am I wrong?
Yes. You said that, right?
What? Said what?
You said that. You've just said he can play. He's versatile. He can play at the 10, drop deep on the right, play at the 8, play in the pivot. But then on a live stream, you also said he can't play in the pivot for Chelsea. It doesn't work. He's not there. He doesn't work.
No. I said
no.
No. I'm gonna do a Scotty now. No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a Scotty now. Okay. Right. What I said was he needs experience to play in the pivot, and he will get better to play in that pivot. So when he played, When he played, and he played in the pivot, he was put forward before Billy Gilmour, bruv, and Billy Gilmour was the only result. And Billy Gilmour, that is his position, and he put Mason Mount in there. And that's all you need to know about Mason Mount, bruv. He's got the ability to play anywhere on that pitch, mate.
He could be a goalkeeper then.
You gonna be silly now or what?
Big up Liam saying Johnny only wins arguments by shouting over everyone. That usually happens in an argument though. Man are just gonna shout.
No, I just can't take people going, okay. I'm in school
Don't
now.
waffle.
I'm a school fucking university student or whatever fucking lecture you're in. You know what I mean? Fuck that bollocks, man. We're in for a debate, bruv, and I'll back Mason Mount all the way.
You
man.
can't debate for shit.
Why am I not debating? I'm not hearing anything. You're coming back.
Yeah,
with,
let's
okay.
I make a point. I make a point.
Your point is saying that you don't rate Mason Mount as number one. So I'm debating with a fucking idiot who doesn't rate Mason Mount. Don't tell me to fuck off, bro. Why are you telling me to fuck off, bro? Why are you getting personal, bruv? You losing your marbles, son, or something? What is it, man? Why does everyone got to get personal with Johnny, man? What the fuck, bruv?
Clown, that's why.
I'm a clown, bruv. Come and meet me, bruv, and tell me I'm a clown to my face.
I'll tell it to your face. You're a fucking clown.
Yeah.
You can't debate for shit. You dickhead.
Yeah. You wanna get personal, yeah?
Relax, man. Relax.
Let's not.
Lewis, you better sort out your boy, man. You better sort him out, man. He's moving a bit like wishy-washy, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Lewis, did you do your son, man? 2 million.
Like a fucking window cleaner, bruv.
Every day there's beef on here. Like, let's just chill.
No one can handle Johnny's minerals, bruv, and that's the bottom line. You don't like the sprinkler, waddle off fucking off stream, bruv, but don't give me fuck off and all this shit and I'm a clown, bruv. Because you said that to me in my face, you'd fucking know about it, bruv. All right? So don't get like that, bruv. You don't need to get like that. We're having a debate about football.
I'll do whatever the fuck I like, mate.
Yeah, well, don't do it on Lewis's stream, bruv. Don't do it on Lewis's stream, bruv. Have some fucking respect for Lewis.
Johnny.
You know what I'm saying?
Johnny, it's both of you. Both of you chill, please. Because I don't want another beef. I don't want you, man, getting clipped and then you...
Bro, this guy's been blacklisted ever since he didn't rate Mason Mount, bruv. He's always been blacklisted, this fucking clue. Do you know what I mean? That's all I got to say, man. But don't get personal with me, Scott, mate. Don't fucking get nasty, bruv. No, you don't do that on Lewis's channel, bruv. If you want to meet me for a drink, bruv, you get like that with me for a drink. But don't fucking do it on stream, yeah, behind a fucking glass monitor, bruv. Don't do that shit. Yeah, show some respect to your guy Lewis, bruv, who's having you on the platform, bruv. I've already had another fucking idiot trying to give it, yeah. All right. So don't go down that road. What for, bruv? What do you need to go down that road for? It's not worth it. You got no respect for Lewis, bruv, and that's disappointing, bruv.
Yeah,
I've got plenty of respect for Lewis.
Well, you ain't, bruv, because you're giving it all the bigging to me, bruv. You ain't got no respect, bruv. You ain't got no respect, bruv, because of the way you just acted. The way, no, it's what I said. It's for everyone to see, bruv. And then you go into this little snail curl fucking little kid, whatever you say, repeat yourself 100 times like a kid.
I can't debate you. I can't have an adult conversation.
You're not debating, bruv. You're telling me to fuck off, bruv. What debate is that?
Because I try and have it. I've tried in the past.
No, you didn't try, bruv. You didn't try.
Now it's my turn.
You kept fucking being childish,
Here's
bruv.
my point. Here is my point.
And then you go and tell me to shut the fuck up again. And then you're telling me to shut the fuck up again. This is what I'm saying, bruv. You got no etiquette, man. Talk, bruv. Don't swear at me, bruv.
Okay, whatever.
Don't. You know what you done, bruv. Go and watch it back. You know what you done. You got personal again. You fucked up, bruv. You can't do that with me, man. On Lewis's stream, you can't be doing that.
You guys have both been throwing shots at each other, and this has been on numerous streams for weeks.
Bruv, I never told him to fuck off, bruv. I never told him to fuck off, and that he's a clown and all this shit.
I know,
bruv.
but like when you both throw shots
different.
at each other,
No, but that's
one's gonna
different.
get
That's
angrier
different
than the
level,
other, and
Lewis.
it's gonna escalate.
Lewis, that's different level. That's personal level. You don't do that, bruv. You don't do that, and that's the bottom line. I don't care. You don't do it.
I get that, but when these things happen and you both throw shots at each other, eventually one of you is going to get more annoyed than the other.
Bruv, if someone's telling me to fuck off, of course I'm going to get annoyed.
Of course, but
you know what I'm
guys
saying?
have been having this back and forth for weeks now. It's like I can't even really tell where this started.
It's
like
good,
when
but
it was
you just-
Andrew, like it just happened out of nothing. Like you guys have been going at each other for weeks now.
Listen, Scotty, mate, whatever. Just never tell me to fuck off, bruv. And don't say I do what I want, because you're on Lewis's channel. If you're outside and we're on street, that's different ball game. We can go there. But I don't really want to meet you, bruv. You fucking irritate me. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the way it is, bruv. You know what I mean? Man to man.
Okay.
But don't tell me to fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so we'll go back to the football. What were your thoughts on Tammy, bro? Because we never even spoke about Tammy Abraham.
Giroud is leaving. It's official.
Official? What do you mean?
No,
official?
it's not official. It's not official.
He's
No,
going,
look,
he's going
go
to go.
to
He's
the
going to go.
Arsenal's Twitter side. Go. Just go. You know?
They signed a contract to get money for Giroud. That's what they done, and that's a good bit of business. They'll sell Giroud. I'm all for it, mate. You know what I'm saying? But
let's give
I
them
think,
7.5 million.
But Tammy, you got
It's 2 million euros.
You got to get good money for Tammy. You got.
Guys, it's 2 million euros. 2 million euros for Giroud. 2 million euros.
2 million?
Yeah, I know. 2 million.
Fucking hell. I thought it'd be more than that.
They wanted him on a free.
Why don't you get a contract extension on a player just to sell for 2 mil? It's got to be at least 5 to 10.
Di Marazio, whatever his name is, confirmed it.
There we go. Alright, cool. Right. Anyone got any other final thoughts before we end the stream?
Let's just show a bit of respect to Lewis when we go on again. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
that's all I'm gonna say,
bro. I am fine. I am fine.
I know you're good. But like, at the end of the day, this is your platform. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, but
that's all I've got to say.
Like, I'm not beefing anybody. Like, I come here, I just want good vibes. Good vibes from everyone. Let's all come into the stream in a good place and leave in a good place as well. But yeah, we'll end the stream here anyway because we might as well. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow for it's Friday. Shameless FC. Yeah, I doubt we'll have any beef on there, but probably slab and that or something. What am I kidding? It's a Premier League show. Of course, there's going to be beef. But big up everyone as well. Smash the like and subscribe button because we'll leave you with us being champions of Europe, so we can leave in the
man. Peace out, guys, man. Love to Lewis. Love to everyone here, man.
We out.